Kicking like Dolomite.
3,
Last one got copyright. I'm kicking like
5
Dolomite.
just to be sure.
Hey, one time,
Last
you
one
ready?
got
Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got
Okay.
copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the games. Don't make me grab the steel. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I'll grab the piece and give your ass a halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose them too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie, no prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah.
Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Look. King of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey yo, Alex, go ahead. Talk to him real quick.
Oh, the Dolomite is my name, and thick enough motherfuckers is my game. Dolomite, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it.
They had the nerve to copyright the game. It's just the bitches, hey. Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Hey, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Long scene was cute, hey, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these again before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button? You still a fan? Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss and that's the stuff that get you banned. Last time we told you I was squad up, you turn telling ran. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30, again turn me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking game knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip, anytime you wanna fight. Guns and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy or look alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt, tussle get hurt, no face, no case, masked up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I'm on getting back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
Wonder.
What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copy still. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copy still. Weapon wheel, weapon wheel. Watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, weapon wheel. Watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copy still. BG, Black Bond, Jack Move, Kids Move, Blandrew, Alex too. Damn man, that's a heavy crew. Other pods, they don't know what to do. They watching, they copy our every move. And they still fly like the Wii U. Jack Move voice, we saying, ew, hop off the roof. Long range, no scope, yeah, I'ma shoot. Looking wanna play games, no David Blaine, but I'll make a nigga go poof. Oh, this not a game. Gang talk, nigga, what you know about the slang. Hop out the range. All black master, don't step out your lane. Every week it's us on your screen. Every weekend we entertain. It's not a thing that gets in between me and my team, me and my gang. When I'm on the beat, you already know. Straight to the top, yeah, we about to blow. BG my dog, he told me let's go. Sit back, relax, it's time for the show. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon wheel, weapon wheel. Watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, weapon wheel. Watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still.
We got the guns on deck, no fire car, but you know I came with a tech. Yeah, since 2015, been stepping on the scene, putting foots on necks. Yeah, set them up, super soaker, pump action, wet them up, shooting out the. Yeah, we catching up. We got them games, y'all are bark. Drop by midnight after dark. Gaming knowledge fortitude. Top two and not the two. Weapon wheel. Get the cash and grab the steel. Yeah. Weapon wheel. Out the window.
well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon well, we keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon well, watch how I show you my weapon well. Weapon well, watch how I show you my weapon well. What weapon well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still.
Yo, mic check, mic check.
Hello.
Josie, what up?
Not much. How are you?
Chilling.
Nice.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah, you too.
Jack, move.
Yep.
What mood are you in today?
it ain't a good one, man. It's not good, bro.
You're just a piece of shit that's in a bad mood all the time.
Man, I had a horrible fucking week, man. It's not a good one, bro.
We gonna be on camera in 1 second, y'all. If any of the rest of the members would join on time, I would be able to put these cameras up. I don't have a 3-camera slot. Let me see if Jazzy can join real quick. Yeah, we took off Father's Day. We weren't here last week. That is the first time I think since we started doing this podcast that we actually took off Father's Day. None of us are fathers, but we decided, in the last 10 years, maybe we should respect this day just one time for all the fathers out there.
10 years of this is crazy.
Yeah, we've been at this like 10 years now, bruh. And I was like, you know what? Fathers are important too, right, Jack? Shout out to all the fathers.
I feel like I father some of these dudes in this community, you know what I mean? They look up to me like I'm their pops, you know what I mean? They real disrespect. They get into that rebellious age right now, they getting disrespectful. But it's cool though.
Name names.
There's a lot of them, man. They be all on Twitter, bro, attacking me, bro. I'm like, used to be a fan, bro. What you doing?
God, I hate Twitter. I hate it so much. I got attacked for the first time on Twitter, and I felt like I made it. Crazy.
What'd you do?
You only been attacked once? Okay.
Only once. I try to be very I don't tweet ever, so I don't know. Like, I got, the Nintendo podcast?
I've heard of it.
Like, Wood, the guy who runs it,
Yep, accused
us of taking his, branding, and I was like, that's fucking crazy. I used a Canva template. We did not take your branding, but...
And
okay.
that's beat 'em up Woods, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He sent his whole little fan base after me. It was awesome. They're totally normal people.
That's my life on Twitter every few weeks. I get attacked by a different fan base.
I get attacked daily, bro. I just wake up, it be some regular shit like.
What are you saying on there?
Oh, you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. You can't have no opinion on there. Like,
yeah.
Your opinion gonna piss somebody off regardless, like no matter what you say. So it's like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Smooth. Wipe your mouth, you barbarian. Like, man, always eating.
What you eating on, brother? What's on the menu?
This is just a jelly donut. I'm waiting for
Ew.
I'm gonna have like a chicken salad later.
Bob might be right about you.
This is a low point for me, but
jelly donuts okay. I used to didn't like them. They alright, bro.
I don't like nothing where I bite the inside of it and I'm not sure of what is happening.
It's jelly, bro. What you thought was gonna shoot out in your mouth?
No, see, I don't like that concept at all. I don't like surprises.
But Boston cream the best donut though, and they got cream inside of it.
No, I don't want nothing like that.
Bro, Boston cream is fire, bro. You bugging, bro.
Man. So I don't know where everybody else is, but fuck them. I'm sure they'll roll in slowly. So I'm gonna introduce the podcast. We're gonna get it started. I don't want to waste too much time. This is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 411. Been doing this a long time. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. If you want to support the podcast, check out patreon.com/Weapon Wheel Podcast. If you want to become a YouTube channel member, you could just hit the join button. And you could also support us just by hitting the like button, which is completely free. Jazzy, smooth join, so you're good. Appreciate you though. Some of the Patreon perks: After Dark, early access to Planet Xbox episodes, access to the Weapon Wheel Discord, and you can also submit trivia questions and gaming questions that we will answer during the show. And if you want to submit gameplay, like such as what you're watching right now, link is in the description for that. You can just drag and drop your gameplay, and I most likely will use it. All right. We don't do intros anymore because we know who the hell everybody is, except our guest. That's Smooth. I'm BG. That's Bond. That's Jack. That's Jazzy. And haven't had a lot of first time guests this year. You might be the first time guest for the year because we started doing less guests. But today we have on Josie Woe. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm happy to be here.
Tell everybody about your channel. About yourself, what you do.
Okay, I talk about Nintendo Switch on my channel mostly, and I sort of like review older games from the perspective of someone who didn't grow up with them. It's a good time. I also stream occasionally. Yeah, that's kind of what I do. And then I'm on the Spawncast, and we also have a little subsection of that with just a Nintendo podcast called Game and Talk, and I do that with RGT, Nate the Hate, and Celia from Yacht Club Games. And yeah, good time. Mostly Nintendo.
Yeah. What's your channel name? Just so
Josie
they know.
Woe on YouTube.
Yep.
Just my name.
So, when I was younger, right, I never really understood why like the old heads, they always was kind of like hating or getting on the younger people just for being young. Now that even though I'm still young, I'm 33, but I kind of understand it now. I have this urge just to bully young people for being young. Yeah, is that just me or you get that, Jack? Anybody else get that urge?
No, you know what it is though, bro. Is that younger people, bro? They just ignorant. Like when they speak about certain shit, it's like, okay, you clearly, you weren't outside when this was going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why, bro. Like, have you heard Red Pig? He younger, bro. He like in his early.
That's who I was gonna bring up.
Have you heard how the dude talk about like Ninja Turtles, bro? He talk about it like it ain't shit. Like, bro, you wasn't around when
leave that born in 3D gamer alone.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, bro, I be using that shit a lot, especially on like Twitter arguments. I be like, oh, how old are you? Oh yeah, shut the fuck up. Your opinion don't matter. Grown folk is talking now. Go sit down. I'll let you know when it's kids time, when it's play time. But right now, you sit this one out, little tyke. I be using that shit. Like,
hey, Jack. Do you see like BG becoming more like me every week?
Oh my god.
A little bit. I see it a little bit.
It's kind of crazy, isn't it?
So yeah, it's starting a little bit.
Like Red Peg is who I thought about because Red Peg, I think he doesn't like Resident Evil, right? I think that's what I think he shits on Resident Evil.
I ain't never really seen him play it. I don't think no.
I think he shits on it. I'm like, yeah, that's that young shit. Like, like, all right, whatever. You don't know nothing, right? And so, like, Josie,
I think it shows what's important to like different generations, though. Because like you guys have different things that's like super important to you. Like Ninja Turtles might be more relevant to you guys, right? I loved Ninja Turtles and I grew up with them too, so I think they're very relevant as well. But just as the example,
joke in there, Jack.
Just as the example, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I
So-
think it's
like, how old were you when Metroid Prime, which we're gonna get to, Metroid Prime was 4 was originally announced?
when that come out.
Like, well, Metroid 4 when it was originally
Prime 4?
announced. Yeah,
Oh yeah. I was 14. That was 7 years ago. I was 14.
That's- see,
Yeah.
now I gotta ask like old head questions. So, what was your first console?
My first console was the PS2. So like I feel like that's pretty old, but I didn't really play that one too much. Like I watched my brother and my dad play that, and then my first like console that I really played was the Wii and the PS3.
Don't that shit make you feel old, Jack? Come on,
Bro,
bro.
I was a grown at bro. Like, yeah, I started on the NES, bro. Like, that's
I
when
know.
you say the PS2. Like, yeah, I remember the PS2. Like, it was like, yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Bro, I was on YouTube with the PS3. We was on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That
I
shit
mean,
crazy.
BG, you do know the Dreamcast is like 21, 22 years old, right?
Yeah,
That's crazy. The
I
Dreamcast is,
was
like,
young with the
same age I am.
Dreamcast. Yeah, I was young with the Dreamcast.
we old as dirt, bro. Well, y'all older than me, so I'm not that bad.
The console that like most of my friends and I just grew up with, I think it was the Wii, and then the GameCube was like a little bit before us, but some people had that crossover if they had like an older sibling, and then like the first console I really got into was the Wii U, which was sad because nobody cared about it, but I cared a lot about it.
Yeah,
My
where's
brother had a
Blandrew
PS4.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
Blandrew about to propose.
Blandrew is our other member who's also a Nintendo fan. Not here right now, but yeah, diehard Nintendo fan. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah. So you know, if we make fun of you for being young, you know, it's just something that we have to do. You know,
That's how the Spawncast is. It's
Yeah.
However, I expect it. You know.
Rite of passage. We have to do it.
Would you rather be made fun of for being young or being old?
Well, the thing is I don't know if I can make fun of you guys for being old, so I just feel like if it doesn't go both ways, you know.
No, you can.
You could try. I mean,
It goes both ways.
I'm just, you guys have more life experience. Come on, how dare you? You know, like.
yeah,
what am I
that's
gonna say?
we definitely gonna use that against you. Yeah. All right. All right. So I think we can get to some topics. I'm gonna get the smaller items out of the way. Start off with the bad news as we always do. Layoffs and shit. Sumo Digital laid off 15% of its workforce. Embracer shut down Alone in the Dark developer, Reboot developer, Pieces Interactive, and Firesprite I think Firesprite confirmed the layoffs that they did in February. I don't think like it was recent layoffs. I think they said it was the ones they did in February. So, you know, typical shit. Industry still laying people off. Shit happens.
It took them 4 months to acknowledge they got fired. I mean, I don't know what's going on with that. They thought they were playing or something. What the fuck?
That's what the post sound like. It said we are acknowledging the layoffs in February or however they worded it. I'm like, okay, I guess they just got around to it. I guess I don't know, man.
Shout out to them, bro.
Yeah. Everybody land on their feet. Thoughts and prayers, all that good shit that we typically say. This banana game, PC gamers, we gotta talk. Have y'all seen?
You talking to yourself?
I'm not that type of PC gamer. I'm not that type.
Them your people though.
Explain to the people what type you are, because I'm curious now.
I'm just the type that plays normal, respectable console games on PC. I don't play the weirdo shit on PC and practice and you know, I don't attend the church of PC. You know, they have their own belief system and shit like that. The Alex, oh no, it's Alex's of the world. He's the other type and breed. I don't subscribe to him.
Let me get this real quick, because this is the way I understand it. You're basically a console gamer that uses PC as just like a supercharged machine.
Exactly.
Yes.
Precisely. Yes.
Oh, they don't claim you then. They might not claim you, brother.
That's exactly what I do.
Makes sense. That's why he wants pro day one.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not trying to like, you know, milk my 2070. Still, I'm not, you know, using some super old CPU that came out in '85. I'm not one of those. I don't do that shit. I don't practice that. But this banana game, it's the 9th most popular game on Steam ever, and and as of like June 13th, it was the 4th most played game on Steam. This banana, bro. At first, I thought this banana game was like some stupid game, you know, like that Wonton would play, easy trophies or some shit like that. That you peel a banana or dump some dumb shit. Come to find out, you don't even like peel a banana. It's just a game where you literally sit there and click on a banana. That's all you do.
And what happened when you click on it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You keep.
All right, bro.
Nothing happens, Jack. You just click on the banana. And let me look up the Steam numbers. Cause
is it like a cartoony banana? Is it a real banana? Like, I mean, what's going on with it? Like,
it's an animated banana, and you click on it. They claim, Jack, there are 700,000 gamers playing this right now. It's a game where you just click on a banana. I promise you, that's all you do. They claim you can make some money from it, maybe some pocket change, But all you do is sit there and click on a banana, Jack.
So I know it's like okay for the meme situation, but it's like people just ain't got shit to do, or like they like what's going? I don't get it, bro. I don't know.
How much does it cost? It's like 99 cents kind of vibe.
Probably something really cheap.
They bought a okay.
I bet it's just for the memes. They're just trying to figure out what game they can get to go viral.
You know what the sequel is going to be called?
What's that?
Cucumber and Eggplant.
You a freak, Bond.
All right.
It is. How much is this? Oh, it's free. It's free to play.
I'm about to say it can't be that much, bro. It's 700K people playing
Why?
it.
Free to play. 700,000 people are curious enough to click a banana.
No,
People
but
aren't making money on it.
But it's okay. It's one thing to be free to play, but it's like consistently at like 700,000, like every day. So they're not just playing this for a meme. Like they continually playing this.
Maybe they're using like a wallpaper or something like that.
It's
Like,
like
they just gotta pull it
GameStop
up.
meme stock. They're probably in Reddit right now seeing how high we can get the player count and how high we control the algorithms. It's a big trolling meme. That's all it is.
PC gamers are weird, bro. That's all I can say.
Them your people, BG. Them your people, bro.
Nah, them ain't my people. That's not my boys. You're not on your regular mic, right, Bon?
No, I'm not. I'll be on it.
Okay. Cool. Just making sure. I guess this might be, you might find this as good news, Jack. Didn't y'all got Sly, one of them Sly games on through PS Plus?
Yeah, they put they're finally putting older games on PS Plus Premium like they originally promised when they announced PS Now in like whatever fucking year that was. Only problem, bro, like I watched some videos of it, man. Like it's legit how it would be on the PS2. Like they didn't clean this shit up. Like you know on Xbox with the older games, you play them, they might be in 1080p or they might be, you know, spruced up a little bit. This shit look like if you was playing it on a. I mean, some people, you know, some people appear, some people like that, but it's like, what took y'all so long to do this, man? Like, I don't know. I feel like they should have put some improvements.
Okay, and I think there was some other classic games they added also besides Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
Daxter, they put Daxter on there. I ain't never played that before. I might want to fuck with that.
Yeah, I really only brought this up to hate on it. Just wanted to say to all you Sly Cooper fans, enjoy it because y'all ain't never gonna get nothing like this again. It's over. Y'all not never getting a new game, and I hope y'all don't see happiness. Like,
that's
sure about that, BG?
That's uncalled for.
Y'all will never get another game like that. I promise you. So enjoy it.
They should make us actually, but they pushing towards the. You know, they say they want to make the little kiddie family friendly games again. We might get a new Sly. That'll be the perfect game to make.
They'll make a new platformer. Y'all will never get that dirty raccoon again.
You sure about that, BG?
My thing is, can they like back during when they were making like Sly, Jack, and Ratchet, when they could produce those games on an annual basis? I mean, I think it would be done in their favor if they did, but if they can keep that cadence. I mean, to me, it shouldn't take 3 to 5 years to make a Sly Cooper game or a Jack and Daxter game.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not.
Still be on like be able to a cadence to at least annual to biannual.
That could help with the gaps in their release system or their release dates too and stuff.
And they do got gaps.
Even if they, like Dr. Trey, but even if they do put games out like this, they're going to put B-team developers on it. They're not going to want Insomniac or, what's Sly Cooper Dev called?
Sucker Punch.
Yeah, they're not going to put Insomniac or Sucker Punch on these games. Yeah. They want them on
and
those
Insomniac make the one that came out on the PS5?
adventure games.
Yeah, they made Ratchet.
Yeah, they made Ratchet, but Sucker Punch made the Dirty Raccoon.
They didn't make Sly 4. They didn't make Sly 4. Sensor Games made Sly 4, but they got purchased by
somebody else. Yeah.
And then they already wrote the game, bro. They had wrote the sequel and everything, bro. They wanted to make the game, bro. And Sony didn't greenlight it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sucker Punch actually came out to say that they're shutting down any rumors that they're making another Sly game already. So not anytime soon, for real.
You know why I think Sony doesn't make these games? Because you can't put the agenda into children's games.
Oh man, here you go.
I'm
They
not saying.
probably they could put it in slot. They got a lot of
Nah,
fucking.
you can't because that'll get the parents upset.
Hey man.
You can put the agenda with adults, but not with children's stuff. Nope. That's why Nintendo stays far away from that.
Oh, Bentley got cooked in them games. That was kind of risky.
They broke his legs.
Yeah, he got cooked and then he got paralyzed, bro. That
Wait, what do you mean he got cucked? Somebody took his girl?
Yeah, he was fucked with this chick Penelope, and then she like cheated on him some shit, and then she pretended to be the Black Baron. Y'all don't remember that shit? She was like the villain. Oh man, that shit was crazy. Then I think the robot shit fell on Bentley and then crushed his shit. Yeah, bro, it's all bad, bro.
Do you think those Sly Cooper games hold up? Like having never played them before, you think I go back and I check this game out and I'm like, damn, this is a banger.
I say low key, yeah. I would say Sly, yeah.
Like if I like 3D platformers, I think
Yeah, you'll probably fuck with it. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll try it out.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah. Speaking of fan bases, getting attacked by fan bases, I got attacked by the Doom / PC fan base just 2 weeks ago, like when we were off.
As you should.
I told y'all, PC gamers see Doom, the Doom game, as like a holy PC game. Like that's their god that they worship. You can't say anything bad about Doom. And Alex, he used my video of me making fun of how PC gamers react to Doom, and it was mad accurate, by the way. Like how I made fun of them, it was literally how Alex was acting, and I didn't even see Alex's video before. But Alex used my video, he showed me, and then the whole fan base, was like mad at me and shit, saying like, "Oh, you probably only play 2K, Madden, and all these, and it's funny enough, in COD,
you know what they say though. You know how they say it though, right?
You know what they were saying about me.
You know how they say it.
They was calling me black.
I was about to say, they must just throw out the word.
Yeah, listen, I'm like, y'all, just say it. Just say what y'all trying to call. And funny enough, I don't play none of those games. I hate all of those. Everybody knows I don't play none of that shit. I'm like, listen, y'all might as well just say what y'all was trying to say, man. But I was like, I upset a new fan base without trying every other week, so it's whatever. They were complaining and bitching. Hey, you can't say anything bad about Doom. It's the greatest game. Yeah, shut the fuck up. But
hey, man, I feel like you deserved it, BJ. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I didn't do anything.
You be poking the bear, man. And then that tweet went viral, bro. I saw the views on it.
It
too.
did.
It's
got a lot of fucking views.
That's what I'm saying. So you knew what was gonna come with that.
But the thing is, Alex tweeted it. I didn't. When I was live streaming and I was it was just fun and jokes. Yeah. I'm not thinking nobody gonna upload. I don't care. Like I don't got a problem with it. But I didn't think like that upload should or warranted that many views. It was like me just making fun of like people who love Doom. Like why would that go viral? You know what I'm saying? But they real sensitive about that game. You can't talk bad about that game.
You know what's even funnier? They probably never even played the original in like 91, 92, or even Wolfenstein.
Probably not.
No, hell no.
Some of them probably haven't even played the actual game itself, because most of the people on Twitter just complain about things they're never actually gonna play and freak out for no reason.
That is true.
She talking about you, Smooth.
How?
Smooth, you like Doom?
Doom? It's easy here. I think I'll mess with this one because it seems less like the others, but we'll see.
Does it really though? I feel like
I think because this one seems, basically from bringing it in the time that they're bringing it, it seems like it's going to be more slowed down and a little bit more grounded. So
he was riding a dragon, my nigga. What are you talking about?
I mean, that's
if anything, it's going to be more fast paced, more heavy metal, more hectic, more dragon riding, more Game of Thrones.
Unga bunga. It's going to be Unga bunga.
There's nothing about Doom that they want to slow down. Period. If anything, they
I didn't like that because the thing is, Eternal had like a crazy traversal system that I didn't really.
Yeah, and now you get dragons like later.
Yeah, it's Unga bunga, man. They love that shit, man. Look at this big ass shotgun, and I'm alright riding on a dragon, bro. It was like so rad. Like, They just like that wild unga bunga random shit, you know.
Doom is basically the ultimate dude bro shooter. You're basically fucking Rambo with ridiculous guns.
What I found crazy is the Doom fan base that was mad at me. They were talking down on COD players. I'm like, y'all practically cousins. How, the type of person that would play Doom is the same type of person that would love COD. Like, so how y'all talking down on each other?
I disagree.
I think they the same people.
COD is more about cover, hiding, being a bitch, camping. Doom, you're just some overpowered white dude rolling around destroying everything.
I think they would love both. I think it speaks to the same demographic. That's just how I see it.
I really enjoy Doom. I haven't liked Call of Duty since Modern Warfare.
Oh well. Fuck PC gamers.
Damn.
Keep crying.
Hey man, somebody clip that, bro. You talking reckless again, man.
Hey, upload it again. Upload it again. All right, where I'm at. Let me see. Should I talk about Elden Ring, Shadow of Erdtree right now?
Oh yeah, that's why I was late to the podcast because I was playing.
I'm kind of shocked about that. I assume only
shocked about what?
Bond, you be waiting months before you play a game.
Not when it comes, dog. I was the first one to beat Souls on the PS3 back in the day. Dog, when it comes to a Souls game or an Elden Ring game, you know, and when I mean a Souls game, I mean the actual From Software numbered official, not these unga bunga bootleg Lies of P games. Like I want
no Lies of P slander.
I'm just saying, I'm not calling them bad games. I'm saying when it comes to the official From Software Souls titles, outside of what do you call it? Fuck is a 30 frames per second one people keep wanting to get ported over? Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Outside of Bloodborne, I've been on all those games pretty much day one.
Well, I'm pretty sure me and you are the only ones who played it. What do you think?
I mean, I like it. I also like the fact that like the upgrade system is different. I know it's kind of exclusive to the Shadow world, but it also prevents you from just going in there with any kind of overpowered character. I probably already put 12 hours into it. I've not leveled myself up one time. I just don't even feel like there's any kind of need to, because basically your damage, from what I know, scales off of those seeds. Same with like your summons, it scales off of those seeds. You know, I tried to beat that flame golem in the beginning, like the tree sentinel type thing. That shit fucked me up. Like, I tried bleed, I tried toxic, I tried poison, I tried double ultra grades, I tried heavy stun, I tried everything. That thing was not getting fucked with. Did you beat any of those things yet?
No, I've been running past them.
You gotta like bring it to his knees and throw
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil.
He don't want to know. He don't want to know.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm not like BG. I don't be looking up guys.
Whoa! Don't put that on my jacket. Don't put that on my jacket.
I don't be looking up guys to get hidden swords behind thrones to beat people.
Don't put that on my vest.
I definitely looked up everything. So
that ain't me.
Do I look up quest lines? Absolutely. So yes.
I looked up how to get the katanas today.
I heard there was a new set of katanas that are good.
I got 3 of them. Whew, them shits is fire.
You gotta wait to get the Sword of Night one. That shit is so fire.
Sword of Night. Well, I still have pretty much every katana. Like I have like doubles of every weapon, all plus 10. 240 hours into the game before I even hit the DLC. It's the only PlayStation game, only game ever I've platinumed. I mean, I enjoy it. It's been a good challenge. I mean, some of the bosses, some of the enemies, like some of these enemies fucking hit hard. They just be rolling at you with like fucking dual wielding. I'm like, damn, what the fuck do you want me to do? It's like you just gotta like murk them before they murk you. It's so hard to fucking dodge them. But
pretty much.
You know the lion dude that holds the royal greatsword? Yeah, I've just been rolling around with dual royal greatswords with the raptor armor and the ability that gives you extra damage from jumping. I've just been double tomahawking everybody pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been playing it. I probably got about 12 hours in it too. Yeah. So some people are shocked at the difficulty, like versus the base game, but I think they did that because it's an optional DLC, right? This is like where we could make some decisions, maybe, you know, increase the difficulty and the challenge, because it's not a base game. You know, you have the kind of the liberty to do that, because it's the regular enemies that really shock you when they hit you, because they are taking a chunk out of just your average regular enemy walking around will take a huge chunk out of your life bar. Like, these motherfuckers hit hard, bro.
And they swarm you
Now-
too. They be on your ass.
Now, BG, do you be playing like a man, or do you be shooting firecrackers like WWP's bitch ass?
No, I don't use much. I have magic, but I don't use it. I only use it as like maybe if I want to finish off a boss or something like that. I'm not a magic build. I'm a dex build. So
Yeah,
I can't.
The only magic I have, well, I don't. It's not really magic. I have like the incantations, so like the toxic breath, like remove blood loss,
Scarlet Rot. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a regeneration spell. Outside of that, I just equip, you know, abilities to daggers to like buff. The only spell I have is like that giant arrow thing, and I rarely ever use that. But sometimes there's just snipers in the way. I'm like, I gotta get rid of them.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been challenging, but I've been seeing people like rage quit and literally delete the game. Some videos of that on Twitter. I'm like, it ain't that bad. It's not that serious. Like, it's challenging, but it ain't that bad.
People didn't know that you have to upgrade the scar tree stuff, and they went into it like thinking, "Oh, I'm level 231. I'm just gonna run through the game," and then they get their ass kicked, and they didn't like look at the mechanics, or they're summoning their summons without upgrading their summons, and they're getting like killed because usually the mimic tier that's just like a tank, but if you don't upgrade the mimic tier in the DLC, like bosses will just take it out in like 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah, that was the greatest. I wasn't understanding why it wasn't doing any damage at the beginning. I'm like, what the fuck? And then when I got the first seed, it explained. I'm like, oh, that's why.
Yeah. So I think I've fought about 10 bosses, 2 main bosses, but everything else has been optional. Because, you know, I just been doing, you know, just going about the DLC, just riding places, not really trying to go in any specific order. Just going, and this map is fucking
huge.
It's fucking huge.
It opened up. At first I thought it was kind of small, but like, yeah, it's a DLC. It don't need to be that big. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, and there's lots of underground dungeons and stuff, and there's like places that not even show on the map that are on the map, but you can't really tell that it's like underground.
Yeah.
So it's pretty. It's like lime grave stacked on top of another lime grave stacked on top of another lime grave.
Yeah, Miyazaki did say something like, oh yeah, he tried to like downplay how big it was. I'm like, bro, this is like a whole nother game, an entire whole nother game. And I do like, listen, I be suffering from open world fatigue, right? So every time I get to a brand new area and I see all this vastness, I'll be like, oh my fucking God, bro. Like, I enjoy the game, like, but part of me be like dying inside, bro. Like, yo, I don't want to keep traversing over all these new areas.
It's fun exploring, BG. You get to find hidden locations, new enemies, new items. Also, all these throwing items are ass, by the way. Is there a good one? I got a knife, a spear, and a chakram.
There's a flame. Cool. There's a flame spear that's pretty good. That you run into an enemy that uses it. I don't know how you pick it up, but I've seen other people use it.
Like the last boss I beat was this Twin Knight or something. He wasn't too hard, but he was like going around. The hardest thing I've had to deal with right now is those fucking ghost flame dragons. Like, I beat the first one, but the second one has a whole army in front of it, and you either literally have to fight it while also dodging the army attacking it, or literally wait a half an hour for it to kill the whole army and then attack. I'm like, yeah, no, fuck this. I'll come back later.
Yeah, so it's, you know, I'm enjoying the DLC. You know, besides the open world fatigue that's killing me. The new weapons are fire. You know, the bosses. I'm still having the issue with bosses where the camera angle. Yeah, it's the big bosses that charge at you, that, you know, run into you. They're also like fucking the camera. So you half the time, like, you can't even see anything. You're just
Bloodhound's up.
Did you fight a person on a pig yet?
No, I did fight a hippo.
Okay, Wait
One
till you
time in
get to
that
the.
bitch.
I said
my
the
bad.
same thing when I was
My bad.
live streaming.
I was waiting for
Continue.
Jack to say that shit, but there is a boss where someone's fighting on top of a pig as a mount, and you're gonna see how fucked up the camera is. That's
Yeah.
probably the worst boss fight in a Souls game ever. And the only reason
And-
why I beat it because it kind of cheesed itself into a wall, and I just started going to work on it.
And of course, you
These
know, you
katanas you guys are fighting. So there's like 3 good katanas.
There's
well,
6.
yeah, there's well, I think there's 4 new ones in the DLC, but there's a
And they're
bunch, you
all
know,
good.
Well, yeah, there's two normal katanas, and there's 3 great katanas,
great
like the one-handed
katanas.
one.
Yeah.
3, yeah.
Yeah, because I posted on Twitter, right, just showing, you know, boss fight and how fucked up the camera was. Like the camera didn't even know what to do with itself. And of course, you had, as usual, the From Software dick riders who you can't hold them accountable for anything. They're like, oh no, that's your fault, you know, because you had lock on. I'm like, okay, so it's my fault for having on a mechanic in the game. That's still my fault. So I have another video of me not using lock on at all for the hippo, and the same thing is happening. Like you can't see shit. The camera is just doing everything but what it's supposed
It's enemies
to.
that charge at you. It's
Yeah.
basically all the enemies that, especially when they charge at you at the beginning of the boss fight, the camera just starts having a fucking seizure. And that didn't happen in the base game. At least I feel like, unless the bosses in the base game weren't as aggressive. And I think the bosses in the DLC, they don't ever there's no cooldown for them. They just keep attacking you. So your camera is just like reacting to them going in the air. Because a lot of the bosses go airborne and they start doing these animations and shit, and it kind of just fucks with your camera the whole time. And in the base game, there wasn't a lot of bosses that did that, so it wasn't that noticeable. But in the mid game, there's so many bosses that just jump in the air, and then your camera just starts having a seizure. They need to fix that shit.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Do y'all remember my original Dark Souls review?
No.
You don't remember when people were saying, you don't need voice chat? We don't need voice chat? Y'all don't remember my 10-minute silent review?
That might have been like 10 years ago. No, more than 10 years ago.
More than that. That was one of my
Yeah.
favorite videos at the beginning. People was like, oh, is something wrong with your sound? I got, nah, y'all niggas said voice chat ain't needed.
You stupid.
So you gonna read my lips for 10 minutes straight?
Motherfucker's an idiot. So yeah, those are my thoughts so far. Enjoying it. Yeah. Josie, you play any Souls games at all?
Haven't. I've played Donkey Kong Country 2, which I think is basically a Souls game. Really, really hard. But yeah, no. I've watched a lot of people like play through Elden Ring and stuff. It looks really cool. I don't know if I have the time to like devote to that game right now.
Yeah.
But at some point I'd love to play it. And I'm watching a lot of playthroughs of it right now. Like I've been watching all the big streamers play it and it looks fantastic.
Jack playing it or what?
Jack ducking.
No, I'm not a gamer.
Are you still playing Persona 5 for the 50th time?
I do need to play. What's that Persona 5?
Jack ducking.
Tactical. I need to play that tactical, bro.
Jack is ducking. You know what's up. Donkey Kong is my favorite platformer, even though Nintendo keeps disrespecting it.
Not good.
Miyamoto did say that Donkey Kong Country was nothing but a tech demo and not a good game, basically.
I can see how from looking at and thinking about playing the first Donkey Kong, I can see that. And we could talk about
It amps up with the second one though.
Yeah, it does.
The second one is really brutal.
Yeah. All right. We can get into the Nintendo Direct right now.
10 out of 10, Metroid Prime 4. That's all
right.
it needs to be said. Review over. I mean, I've given it 0 out of Metroid for the past, 3, 4, 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Metroid out of 10. 10 out of 10.
All right. Let's go through some of these games. Mario and Luigi Brothership. I don't know why they called it Brothership and not Brotherhood. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think the name's a little strange, but I'm really excited. I think it looked awesome. I'm not like the hugest fan of the character models they went with. I thought they would look a little strange, but as a whole, I'm glad it's back. I felt like it was never going to come back and they had moved on from that series, and so to see it here was really, really cool.
Yeah. The last one came out about 10 years ago. This one is coming out November 2nd, 7th of this year. It's a day one for me. The gameplay looks great. I like the other one that came out. Day one for me on the Switch.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy how BG's like day one Nintendo Switch exclusive. When's the last time you said that about your PlayStation, BG?
From first party or just just in general?
From PlayStation, from Sony. When's the last time you said day one?
That would
Sony
be
PlayStation exclusive?
Spider-Man 2, September of last year or whenever it came out, October, September.
Ew. Damn.
Y'all gotta stop this revisionist history, bro. Y'all make me sick with that. Everybody loved Spider-Man 2 when it first came out. Then a month later, everybody turned on it. Like, y'all gotta stop this.
I've had the same opinion since the game came out. That's all.
I gotta stop this. Man, that game was great.
It was good. The problem people have with Spider-Man is, like, dog, New York is New York. What were you expecting?
Shout out to Sweet Baby Ink, man.
Oh,
see, Jack, you stop your bullshit. Stop your bullshit, Jack.
Well, I didn't say anything.
Stop your bullshit.
I didn't say nothing. What are you talking about?
You know what you're doing. You was nitpicking the hell out that game, and then you probably started this whole revisionist history about something was wrong with Spider-Man 2.
Hey man, I just said it was okay. I just said I like the other two games better, man. I don't know what to do.
Listen, I'll let you.
The game was wild. Peter, like 2 months ago, got cucked. Mary Jane had kids with two other guys. He's trying to get. I'm like, oh god.
Oh my god. I'll let you get this off, Jack. But the rest of these dudes are frauds and liars because they loved it.
That's fair.
And they loved it at first. I didn't see no complaints. Then 2 months later, it wasn't that good. Yeah, man, shut y'all ass. Y'all turn on anything. They even turning on The Boys, the show. They're turning on that.
I ain't even watched the new season yet. I heard the
new season is fire. And they're talking about, it's not that good. Shut up. Y'all are liars.
They was no last season too, though. They was no last season.
Watch episode 4, BG?
Yeah.
Yeah, Homelander is wild.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start it soon, man.
Every time I think Homelander can't get any worse, I'm like, damn, this nigga got worse.
Yeah. So I
will say this though. I have a lot of comments about you, BG, but Jack, we gotta be honest though, dog. Like, when's the last time you've been happy with gaming, excited about or
Don't ask me, man. I say probably.
Jack don't count. Jack is the only person that's this upset with gaming. But
the last time I was truly happy with gaming was probably like 2018, 2019. No, I'm lying. 2020.
Jack also has the least amount of variety in the games he plays, though.
I literally just played as a crab that was a fucking Souls
Expand your horizon,
great
sir.
game.
Oh, I'm gonna play that. I think if I ever play a Souls
fire.
game,
That game, Jack, fire.
Treasure.
Yeah, you gotta. No, I rebought it. I was on Game Pass. Then my Game Pass right now. Then I just bought it on PlayStation.
Last year was one of the greatest years in gaming ever. Jack didn't play probably most of those games that came out.
I just enjoy the finer things in life, BG.
You don't.
I see through the bullshit.
You
man.
do not. Even the great games that have come out, games that have come out this year so far. I'm not saying there's a ton of them, but even the ones that have, you ain't play them.
What'd you play last year?
Jack, I do
played a lot of games last year. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, you played a lot of games last year that didn't come out last year.
Jack, you can't be living in Memphis saying you're enjoying the finer things of life. No.
Listen. The gaming industry currently is a lot of smoke and mirrors, BG. And
yeah. You're just an old grumpy man, Jack, and I'm sorry, we can't take you fully serious when you say you're not enjoying gaming because you're just grumpy about everything.
Hey,
everything is bad.
I call it like I see it. A lot of people don't like that. Then months later, like you said, they be like, Jack moved that guy. He was on to something. I should have. No. It's too late to listen, baby. You should have listened to that first. Yeah, they should have listened to that first.
Okay, Nintendo had a good conference. You gonna play any of these games we talking about? How about that?
I saw a couple of games that look cool. Pepper Grinder is coming to PS4. Pepper Grinder, PS5. That was a Nintendo Switch PC exclusive. I'm checking that out.
Are you playing anything from the conference?
I was asleep when the conference came out.
Yeah, I know.
I was asleep, man.
Anyway,
asleep, okay?
so the rest of us who play a variety of games and, you know, expand our horizons. You know, we're enjoying gaming. We're enjoying gaming. So Mario and Luigi Brothership looks great. Next, we don't have to talk about all these games. They announced Nintendo World Championships, NES edition. That's a bunch of classic NES games, I believe.
Yeah, I'm actually picking that one up, but I'm excited to see what it is.
Cool. Fairy Tail 2. Don't know much about this. It's a Koei Tecmo.
Is that based on the anime?
Yes, it's a Koei Tecmo game, anime based on the anime Fairy Tail strategy game. Yep. So that's coming this winter. Fantasian Neo Dimension. This is from one of the Final Fantasy creators. It's a turn-based role-playing game.
People were really excited,
it's
right?
a what?
Turn-based role-playing game, sir.
Repeat that?
Turn-based? What the turn-based part?
Yeah, I thought people didn't like that.
Oh God.
They do now.
Who started
It was
that
stuck
narrative?
on Apple Arcade for a while.
Oh,
So
really?
I think people are excited to like have it over on consoles and stuff. Apparently, it's a really good game. I don't care about RPGs enough to play it, but it seems cool.
Now, you want to talk about revisionist history? Originally, when they showed games like Final Fantasy 16 and all them other newer Final Fantasy games and the remake of 7, and certain people's like, man, why these games ain't turn based like they used to be? Shut up! They're modernizing the game and all that. Now when you get on social media, people seeing other games that's coming out like the Expedition 33 shit. They like, man, I wish they would have took this strategy with the newer Final Fantasy games. Like, bro, y'all cuss out everybody say they want the games to be turn based. And that's revisionist history, BG.
Well,
I've been seeing that a lot.
Well, the thing is, what Expedition is doing is something unique. There's been I've seen two RPGs do this, or more RPGs have they pretty much made the turn-based genre more interactive than you just it's more than you just going in a menu, selecting an attack or a magic move or whatever, and just sitting there and watching it. This seems to be a lot more involved.
It's more animated. It ain't as
exactly
stagnant animations type.
What I will give you is that Square Enix, with all of their history with RPGs, they should be the ones to be able to look at the turn-based RPG and say, okay, how can we bring this to a new level? How can we expand the typical, traditional turn-based RPG and to make it into something new? So I do give you that. They should have came up with something more. Because they do still make turn-based RPGs. Dragon Age, what's the other ones, Jazzy?
You mean Dragon Quest?
What did I say? Oh, Dragon Quest. My bad.
Yeah, they make Bravely Default, Octopath Traveler. They still have turn-based games coming out.
Exactly. So it's not like they abandoned them, but for their biggest series, which is Final Fantasy, they're just not doing turn-based for that anymore. So, yeah.
Bravely Default fits because that's a spin-off of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
It is? I didn't know that.
Okay. Nintendo Switch Sports.
They added a basketball update.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe they did that. It's so dumb. Like, it's really cool, but it's 2 years later. Like, why are we updating it now?
Yeah, because I think that game is still selling, so this is just an overtime thing that they're adding content to it.
Yeah, it's just
even
weird,
though
because
I fell off.
went so long without anything.
So they got bowling in this one? I ain't never played the one on the Switch.
No, they had bowling at launch.
I fuck y'all up in that bowling. I ain't gonna even lie to you, dog. I need to play that, man.
They have online like battle royale bowling now. You should try it out. It's actually kind of fun.
I'll be ignorant on there. I need to play that, bro. I used to love Wii Sports, bro. I used to play that so much back in the day.
I think Switch Sports lost a lot of the charm that Wii Sports had, but the actual sports are pretty good still. It's just not like funny like how Wii Sports was sometimes, where you're bowling and you throw the ball behind you and all the Mii's freak out. Stuff like that charm isn't there.
Damn, bro.
Okay.
That's a hard game back in the day, bro.
Next game they showed was Mio Memories in Orbit. I really like the way this game looked. I like it had like watercolor art style. It reminded me of Ori. Had some really good platforming in there. This game looks really good to me.
I agree.
Yeah. It's coming out 2025.
You get that, BG?
Oh yeah. If this is what the game looks like and seems like to play like the whole time, yeah, it's a day one for me. I'm not sure who the developers are. It might be Focus. Yeah, it might be Focus. But it looks really good. Y'all know I think Ori is, one of the best platformers ever. So this seems to be very much in that same vein. So yeah. All right. Disney Illusion Island.
Yeah, it's getting like an update content.
Hello, can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, bro.
What up, Alex?
What's up? I'm on the VR headset, so if my mic is loud, let me know.
Oh, why you always doing some bullshit? Why you can't just be a normal person?
So you hate that I'm sexy. You hate that I'm a sexy guy, and I'm not your boy toy. That's
You
what
supposed to be playing. I mean, you supposed to be doing the podcast, bro.
Why can't you be normal? Why can't? What was that meme? Like,
So you scared to hear me sweat and grunt in a few minutes? Is that what you're scared about?
you just you a fan. You just a fan, bro. Just a fan, bro. If you need to stay your ass inside, bro.
I am, nigga. I'm having a good time enjoying life.
Okay.
Is that like the cliche phrase now? Like you and Jack? I'm just enjoying life.
Oh,
I mean,
Jack
I'm
stole
saying-
one of my. He stole one of my catchphrases.
Hey, Alex, I meant to address that with you too, man. You gonna stop playing with me, boy?
What?
You gonna stop playing with me, dog?
What? He said, what?
I see that bullshit you be posting, bro. You gonna stop playing with me, dog? For real.
Okay, did y'all see Jack's wave journey, his lock journey?
All right, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
I
that
saw
shit
what
was
you posted. Yes.
That shit was hilarious, bro.
Dog, Jack, why you seen me and you seen Shokia? You're still the only one on that wave bullshit.
I know, man. My hair high right now too, man. Maybe I should grow it out, man. You know what I mean?
Is Bond speaking from a prison cell? What's wrong with his
Time
mic?
to evolve.
You're not on his
I'm on
regular
my
mic.
I'm on my razor mic. I'm not on my.
Somebody finally got Bond in a coon trap outside. God damn it.
You're an idiot. I don't know if anybody wants to say anything about Hello Kitty Island Adventure, or can we skip that?
I'm not gonna let you disrespect that, BG.
What?
That's game of the show. Game
I
of the
know
show.
you, Jazzy. You not playing that. Stop. you trolling. You're
What?
not playing that.
No, I'm saying what's wrong with the game?
I respect
You know what?
it.
Ironically, a lot of people on Twitter were really excited about this. I noticed in like the cozy game community. So probably a good game if you like that kind of vibe.
Oh yeah, them cozy streamers. They be getting an audience.
Oh, what is a cozy? Is that just like an easy game to just kind of talk
Like
through?
Sims and shit like that.
Yeah, like a life sim, kind of.
Oh,
like
Jack
Animal
likes those
Crossing.
games.
No. You do not fuck with. All right, BG. That's one community you don't want to fuck with, bro. You know who in the cozy gang? It's a lot of black women in the cozy gang community. They gonna get on your ass, BG. You think you didn't?
Oh, you talking about Shea Butter Twitter?
Hey, go say something about one of them gangs. See what happens to you. BG.
No,
I've
listen.
seen it.
BG, this Dead by Daylight. This Dead by Daylight tomorrow.
I'll go to war with any fan base, but I respect the Sims because I used to play the Sims like when I was younger. I think the Sims is fire.
Yeah, clean
So,
it up. Clean it
I don't. So I don't have like any disrespect I have for the Sims wouldn't be genuine. See, when I disrespect a fan base, it's genuine. You know, like I really think your game is shit, but I really don't. I don't feel that way about the Sims. So,
All right. Man. What about
Hello Kitty though?
What's the other shit they be playing? Animal Crossing. You fuck with
Yeah,
Animal
Animal
Crossing?
Crossing, Stardew Valley's a big one.
Yeah, Stardew. You mess with them guys, BG?
I do not.
No, he doesn't.
Do you know that
Yeah,
you can date people in Stardew?
There you go, BG.
Okay, does that not make y'all cringe? When they even did the fact that they have dating quests like at this big age. Do y'all really care about dating and fucking?
They being
games, bro?
cozy in their game, brother. They just
Isn't that what people do in their in grown life?
Yeah.
What about
That's
like
a
Skyrim?
Skyrim.
They put like dating in that.
That doesn't make
And
y'all
everybody was like,
cringe?
"Holy shit, that was so cool!" No, a lot of people loved that.
Did y'all play Cyberpunk?
I didn't. No,
Yeah,
I didn't like
a little
Cyberpunk.
bit. So did y'all get to the sex scene? Was that rocking y'all socks too? Like, do y'all care about shit like that? Seeing that in games? Or?
I don't-
People like stuff like that.
I don't like sex scenes in anything.
I think that audience is different than the audience who plays Stardew and like likes to date in Stardew. Like I feel like that's an extreme, you know.
You think they would like the sex scene in God of War 3 when you just smashed X for 10
Oh my
minutes?
God.
Or I'm just trying to see where the line in the sand.
I'm pretty sure. I'd like to say no, but I'm not sure. I don't speak for them. I'm not part of it.
Okay. Well,
Alright, then let me find out.
I guess no Hello Kitty slander. Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports.
Fire. I didn't even see none of these games, by the way. I didn't.
It sounds like you went into like a mobile game name generator or some shit. What is it?
It's a real game. You know what's funny? Like, I think the what is it? The Nintendo. What's that Nintendo soccer game? Mario Soccer or something.
Strikers.
Just, bro, I think that game is hard as shit.
Battle League.
Yeah, I think that game is hard as shit, bro. Like, I tried playing that game. I think that game is way too advanced as a soccer game to be like a Nintendo game. I'm like, yo, why is this shit so complex? Like the different type of, the defense, the different type of shooting and passing. It's like, yo, this shit is way too advanced for me. I couldn't even keep up. I tried and I was like, yeah, I can't do
Forget
this.
Strikers. Bring back Sega Soccer Slam.
Hold on, this Looney Tunes games look kind of fire, BG. I'm looking at it right now.
All right, you go ahead and cop it. Oh,
It kind of remind me of like the Looney Tunes basketball they had on Super Nintendo. You never played that?
no, I can't say I did.
What?
I don't like the art style they use for it though. I feel like they should have gone 2D with it instead of like weird cell shaded.
I like the way we came into cell shaded on this podcast no more, but I like the way it looked.
Wait, what happened? What happened with cell shaded again?
Apparently, there's a petition to get me off the podcast because I don't like cell shaded DBZ games.
Oh
Alex said it
yeah,
all. Yeah, he was mentioning cell shading. And they was on his ass.
that's another fan base you can't. Well, I do it all the time. Fuck DBZ fan base. I hope y'all never be happy in life and nothing positive ever comes to you.
Clip this.
Hold on. Is that because
DBZ?
you said that
Dragon
you were
Ball Z.
gonna go
Dragon Ball.
and you didn't,
I
BG?
don't.
You never heard of the Lobber?
No, BG, you hate Dragon Ball fans because you lied about beating them in a multiplayer game?
That's not why I hate it. That's not why I hate it at all.
Wake that up, Bond. Wake that up, Bond.
I've explained why I hate Dragon Ball and their fans. We don't got to rehash it, but yeah, I wish
Hey,
nothing.
Astro Cyborg, clip this, brother.
I
need to
wish
see this on timeline.
nothing but unhappiness and despair for your lives if you're a Dragon Ball fan.
Story, I'm a pass, man. They're already going through enough.
All right, well, niggas die every day. What's the problem?
Wow.
BG said he wishing death on them for liking the show.
I
Talk
didn't
to him,
say
BG.
that.
Say what you mean. Come on, baby.
Let's
I like
move
when
on.
you talk gangster.
Hop off the porch with it. Why not?
He's only saying this because Factions 2 is canceled, so he can't enjoy that anymore.
Nobody's thinking about Factions 2, but y'all want to bring up.
I'm still thinking about it.
Now that you know what's happening to the game, now of course.
Oh, so I bring up. So you bring up Factions because if we talking about dead shit, that guy's dead. So you bring up Factions. That's what you doing.
Come on, dog. Hey, somebody
Okay.
clip this, bro. Clip this.
Hey, respect to that guy. Salute. May he rest in peace. All that fly shit.
Yo, please. BG better get the smoke because I got the smoke for giving a guy my condolences.
Damn.
Imagine BG speaking at your funeral. Don't show up to mine, bro. You trash.
Salute.
Oh yeah, that's.
Well, speaking of that, Alex, I did say that there are no friends on the internet because would you ever go to somebody else's funeral online? So if
I
he
would.
did show up to your funeral, he would be a true friend.
If I go to Alice, I'm just trying to make sure that nigga dead.
I feel like Jack go check my pockets in the casket.
I'm running your pockets. I'm hugging your mama at the funeral a little too tight. Like I'm doing all this shit.
Asking me for a super chat while I'm dead in the casket is crazy.
I'm kissing your uncle on the forehead, nigga. I'm doing the whole shebang bang.
Nigga, it's not.
Can we get back to the
Bang
direct?
Bros episode? Like, why are you trying to kiss him? Nigga,
I ain't trying to fuck your uncle. I just all gonna kiss him.
Why are you going to my funeral saying what? Hey, I'm stuck, step bro. Like, why are you doing that?
He's in mourning. I ain't trying to fuck him. I just wanted to hug him and console him, brother. What the fuck is going on?
I'm gonna let y'all next week.
All right,
Shit is
back
crazy.
back to the Nintendo Direct. They announced new roles in Among Us. Free update came out. Next was every one of these Nintendo Directs always has like a game, a farming game, and these farming games must be real popular. One of these Nintendo Directs, I swear they showed off like 3 of them, and this new one is called Firmware.
Well, BG, don't you like these slave simulators? I thought you liked farming.
No, I did not. I do not.
What?
But you use monsters. Yeah, you use an army of monsters to essentially as slave labor. Isn't that the concept?
Isn't that like Power World?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but instead they have like the art style of like Fairy Tale. He's the one making the character designs for this game, so it looks decent.
Yeah,
And
I'm
you
looking
like
at.
throw 'em like Pikmin.
Yeah. I'm looking at the trailer. There's a bunch of monsters in a field. he's making them work.
Why
and do
are
shit.
you tickled by that, bro? You good?
It's a bunch of monsters in a field.
Are they wearing potato sacks or are they just wearing regular clothes?
No, hey man, salute.
Happy
Salute.
Juneteenth, everybody.
Yeah. All right. Next was not a new Donkey Kong, which we deserve, but Nintendo.
Oh, now
wants
you
to...
want a new Donkey Kong, BG?
I've wanted a new Donkey Kong for. I've been saying that.
Did you play Tropical Freeze?
I did, and I beat it, sir. I've beaten every Donkey Kong.
Shit.
This nigga just smacked his own ass. Freak ass.
That's how he turned his lights on.
I'm not gonna lie, my shit just
Freaking
jiggled.
man.
What the fuck? All right, keep going.
What's wrong with this guy? I've beaten every Donkey Kong game, sir. I'm a real fan. And so Tropical Freeze came out when 2011.
14.
No, 2014 on the Wii U, but then it re-released on the Switch.
So 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the disrespect that Donkey Kong gets. To me, it's I like it way more than Mario games. I think it's the elite platformer, and I just don't understand why they only make them like once every decade or something. I don't get it.
No, that's not true. Because remember,
they make more of them than Metroid.
Well,
because you gotta understand how
10 years.
Because you gotta understand how long it was when Donkey Kong Returns actually came out. That's why it's called the name, because the last game was on the Super Nintendo by that time. And both Returns and Tropical Freeze were made by Retro Studios.
They had 64. They had 64.
Donkey Kong 64.
No, I'm talking about just Donkey Kong Country series specifically.
Are you talking about the side
Yeah, but even like anything Donkey Kong, this is the longest we've gone in a long time. We haven't gotten anything except for re-releases of the old games. Like not a Donkey Konga, not a 3D, nothing. It's just.
Well,
I think we'll probably get one, but they gotta pace it out.
We still waiting for an Advance Wars. We still waiting for a Star.
We just got a remake of Advance Wars.
A new one.
About a new game. You talking about a new one?
We still
that's not happening.
Yeah, but Donkey Kong is a bit more relevant, no?
You're
Like,
right,
It
but we're
is.
still waiting for a new F-Zero. We're still waiting for a lot.
Star Fox.
So, Bond, you want them to release every single Nintendo IP they've ever made on the Switch?
Just saying, like when it
Why
comes
not?
to series that have gotten a lot of games, Donkey Kong's gotten a lot more games than other series.
Yeah.
No, because Metro actually is getting 2 brand new games right now compared to Donkey Kong right now.
Hold on, stop. Metroid 4 came out on the fucking Game Boy Advance, and we just
Fusion.
got Dread now. So from 4 to 5 was Game Boy Advance until now. I'm not trying to hear that bullshit.
There were filler games in between there though, and they weren't great, but they were there, right?
Because Metroid.
We got the
Because
remake
Metroid Fusion.
of 2, right? What was that
Samus
called?
Returns.
Samus Returns.
On the 3DS.
Those are remakes of old games, though.
Yeah, but that was basically like a whole new thing. I'll take a remake of the old Donkey
They
Kong.
literally teased Metroid Dread at the end of that game because it's made by Mercury Steam, which led to Metroid Dread.
We
by
also
the
got
same developer.
Hunters, right? Which
Oh,
some
don't-
people.
Hunters
I'm just
is-
saying you've gotten more content.
Now
You
you're
got
giving
Hunters.
you're giving me PTSD because some idiot thought that Metroid Federation Force was going to be a game of the year.
Yeah, but so both of those games that you just like that we're talking about are more in between than we've gotten for Donkey Kong in the last 10 years.
Yeah. And Metroid Prime series as a whole, because
'Cause-
Prime and Fusion came out at the same time.
I'm just saying Donkey Kong has gotten zero love. Zero. Because we've gotten remakes or ports, but that's it. And they're not really remakes, they're just ports.
And remember the hatred that Tropical Freeze actually got because it wasn't a Metroid game.
Yeah, because that's how long it's been since a Metroid. 22 years for the sequel, for an actual official mainline Metroid game. What has it been?
But
10 years for another
I'd even
Prime
take a
game.
Donkey Konga or something. We've got nothing. Zero.
You got that Mario versus Donkey Kong game. You got
Oh,
that.
Okay.
stop this. Stop.
That's
Oh, now
crazy.
you want to count remakes of games. Okay,
That's
gotcha.
also like a different. Yeah, I thought we weren't counting those.
So is Hunters and Federation Force. Same difference.
They're remakes?
They're not remakes,
No, I'm
Bond.
just saying it's a different kind of game.
Yeah, it's a game using that IP.
Can we agree that so Metroid and Donkey Kong just getting disrespected out here?
No, I'm
What?
actively not agreeing with that.
Okay, all right, never
I
mind.
feel
Fuck
like
it.
Metro is getting more love than it ever has, to be honest.
Oh, well,
Literally.
because it's never gotten any love at all.
This is the
And
oppression
struggle
Olympics for
Olympics.
Nintendo
Yeah,
IPs.
it's like the struggle Olympics right now. This
Struggle-
shit is crazy.
Nah, we have it harder.
And then let's say, when's the last? What did we get from F-Zero? Like F-Zero 99?
Yeah, that I can't believe they did that.
I don't see what the problem is with that game.
Stop it.
y'all.
That we want an actual.
Because you guys are not even
F-Zero
playing
game?
the fucking game. You guys are not even playing that game,
No
either,
language,
so it doesn't even bother you.
It's an F-Zero Battle Royale game, ain't it? I don't want that shit.
We want
And
an
BG,
actual F-Zero game.
BG, I have never heard you like an F-Zero or racing games in general.
What am I? Because when's the last time F-Zero was a topic to even talk about?
Never.
The last F-Zero we had was GX on GameCube, where if you go to the fucking arcade.
Exactly. That's my point. So I can't just I guess I could randomly bring up, that game from decades ago, but that's why I don't talk about it but when there was a rumor, because before they announced F-Zero 99, and they said it was an F-Zero game coming, I was like, oh, I want to see this. And then it was just this mod. That's really what it is. It's a Battle Royale mod. I'm like, come on, bro.
And we haven't had an Advance Wars game since Days of Ruin.
Yeah, because Intelligent Systems are making other stuff like Fire Emblem, that a franchise that was literally about to close down before Awakening, and now we're getting so many Fire Emblem games now.
Crazy stuff.
So it's just like rotating their own IPs because they have so many. So F-Zero could come back and more new.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, Jazzy.
You're
I don't
breaking
know
up,
how
brother. You're breaking
I don't know
up.
how popular Advance Wars is. I actually had never looked up the numbers. I love it. I love it to death. I have like 100 hours in that
It's the best
remake.
handheld game. It's the best handheld game ever created. And they didn't make one after Days of Ruin. And Days of Ruin was pretty good. It had an interesting story as well.
Yeah. Well, we're getting Donkey Kong Country Returns
Also,
HD.
You know, we
Looks really cool. I'm gonna pick it up.
Nintendo could make a Golden
Just a
Sun
little
game.
bummed.
I mean, we don't have to keep getting Xeno games all the time.
Yeah.
Golden Sun.
And this HD port is not made by Retro Studios. It's made by Forever Entertainment, the ones that published that Panzer Dragoon remake.
Okay.
People are picking it apart. I feel like it'll be better in a couple months, though. I mean, it's coming out in January, right? Yeah.
Yeah, January of next year.
So it'll look better, I'm sure.
One thing I will say though is I'm surprised there's not more Donkey Kong games because Donkey Kong be selling.
Yeah. It does.
It must be real. Like Donkey Kong doesn't seem like a game that has like an insane budget or development time or like voice acting or anything crazy. Like, you could probably build a new Donkey Kong game every 2 years if you wanted, just like a new Super Mario Brothers game.
Yeah. Well, maybe when the Switch 2 comes out, you know. All right.
Just something.
Yeah. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake.
Yes, sir.
I'm on this game because I have not played. I mean, I own physical copies of every Dragon Quest game, but damn, 1, 2, and 3 going back to that one might be rough. So I'm down for these ones.
Yeah, because people were wondering what this was going to be like, if it was going to be a trilogy all together in one cartridge. I'm like, no, because they just advertised it as like Dragon Quest 3 from the beginning. But now that we see it, it's got a release date for November. They was waiting for this announcement. But part 1 and 2, they're coming out next year later on. They don't have an exact date, though. So that's going to be fire.
It's just like the original Game Boy ones. 3 is a solo game on color, and 1 and 2 are a double pack, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And this game is I think it's gonna have voice acting as well. So they're gonna add a lot of stuff for this version of the game. I like how the sprite work actually looks like for the monsters and stuff like that. It's reminiscent of like those DS Dragon Quest games.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
And after we finish the direct talk, I'm gonna get to the super chats. Y'all haven't forgotten, my bad. Funko Fusion. So this is a game where you play as the Funko Pops, an action adventure game. Coming to Switch September 13th. Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, I think it looks terrible, to be honest. But
I be thinking, like, for these, is there not a lot of licensing? Like red tape they would have to like get through to even just make this game, because the Funko Pops are, this is none of this is their stuff. It's just a whole bunch of licensed
Wasn't there like a lot of WB properties though, or am I tripping? I think it's like
it's a shit ton of stuff. I mean, there's some Marvel stuff in there, I think some DC.
Well, you know what they say on the internet, BG. It doesn't matter. It's all Funko. Funko,
He-Man.
You know how they go.
Five Nights at Freddy stuff, Jurassic Park. Yeah. So.
See, most of that is Warner Brothers. Jurassic Park.
I didn't watch any of this, but is it something where they're just every Funko Pop toy they made, or is it?
I don't think it's every single one. I don't think so.
It's certain ones. It's certain ones.
I'm about to say I got a Tupac Funko that I never opened.
Wow.
You want to jump through the jungle with Tupac?
Right.
That's crazy. They got his nose ring and everything?
Yeah. Hey, Jack, who's that? I said, hey, look at me. I'm Tupac.
Wasn't that an 8 Mile?
That's Anthony Mackie.
Oh, God.
Great actor, by the way.
Oh, wow. It's really...
Save Twisted Metal franchise.
Yes, sir.
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD.
Yeah, they're just teasing this because it comes out in 5 days, so it is what it is.
Also,
I never played 2. I played the first one. I never played 2.
I played the demo for Luigi's Mansion. It's just I don't. Do a lot of people like it? Because I wasn't feeling it.
I really liked the third one, and I haven't ever played this one, so I'll probably pick it up just to check it out. And I've messed around with the first one, but also never beaten it, so I don't know. I'm gonna check both of them out probably.
Yeah, just to go in room to room. There's ghost and shit.
Did you play 3?
I don't know which one. I don't know which one I played. Whatever's on the Nintendo eShop, I downloaded that demo. Okay.
Yeah, on the Switch. Yeah.
Yeah. Just going up, sucking up ghosts with your vacuum and doing shit.
What's the problem?
That one looks the best. It's one of the best looking Switch games. It's really, really pretty.
Yeah.
What's the issue, BG? You finna say something stupid. I heard you.
No, you finna say something freaky.
How? I said I like Luigi's Mansion 1. What the fuck?
Yeah, okay. That's not why you love it.
How you gonna tell me why I like the game? Why I like the game, BG? Why I like it?
As soon as I said sucking stuff up with a vacuum, that's what got your attention.
Vacuums are cool, I guess, but I don't. The gameplay is cool, man. What's the issue, brother? You trying to say something about
get mad?
He a fan.
Jack,
What's
you
good,
prefer the
bro?
vacuum with the holes or just the carpet runner one?
Wait, which
what
one?
What am I trying to vacuum up? What am I trying to vacuum up exactly? I guess it would pertain to that.
Blizzies.
That's true.
Wait, what type of vacuum has holes in it? What are you talking about?
Holes.
No, he's talking about the holes, like the.
Oh, the hose. Hey, Smooth, what's the last thing you put in your hose, bro?
I got a Dyson.
What made you ask you that?
I got a Dyson, so
I know y'all. I can't see. We got to guess. I ain't gonna say what I want to say. Y'all bugging. I ain't gonna even ask the question. See, I'm being nice today.
I use top of the line quality stuff, so I got a Dyson vacuum. That's
okay.
I don't know what y'all talking about, but.
Oh, you got one of them $400-$500 vacuum, huh?
Yeah, you gotta buy the good shit, bro. Because these other fugazi vacuums, you just gonna end up buying another one anyway.
Yeah, carpet of wood.
Wait, BG got one of those vacuums they used to go door to door with back in the 90s to sell you?
No.
BG got that fucking vacuum from the 90s that looked like a steam boiler engine. You gotta fill that bitch up with water and then walk around the house with it.
I got wood. Pause.
He
asked me. Well, it's not even wood. It's like what type of floor is it? Whatever, Anyway, we're gonna talk about
hardwood.
I don't plank.
Yeah.
I don't even vacuum. I got a robot vacuum.
Yeah, it's not parquet, but it's some type of tile wood.
I feel like Bond followed the vacuum, seeing how it's doing, like crawling behind it. Like you
think he docking to pay his vacuum?
Yeah. You're not gonna suck that part up, really?
I don't need to follow it. It's got a sensor. It's got an app where you can look at it and everything. You gotta watch it at all.
Why are we talking about vacuums?
Okay, did you name it? Does it have a name, Bond? Did you name it?
It does.
What'd you name
it?
I named it after those.
He named it Wife.
Wait. Does those iRobot vacuums, do they unplug themselves from the charger and just go when they're ready, or like You have to.
Smooth got scared for real. Look at
You just open up the app and tell it where. Just open
Yeah,
up the app and tell it to start.
you could time it. It goes on patrols. Yeah.
Yep, I named it after the floor robot in Mega Man. Those little things that be dashing around the floor.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah. All right. Enough vacuum talk.
Well,
Metal.
gaming trivia. Can y'all tell me what that robot is called?
Roomba.
No,
I really don't know.
No idea.
I don't remember. What is it,
I
Bon?
don't even know what you said.
It's called like a Gabiole. I was gonna call it Blandrew because it just runs head first into things.
Okay, that's
Wow.
Y'all are crazy. All right. Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. They showed that. I think that's on PC also. There's a demo on Steam for that also, I think. Or that might be
No, that's
Tactics.
Metal Slug Tactics.
Okay.
That's different.
All right. Darkest Dungeon 2. This is a gothic roguelike RPG.
God, I can't believe people play these hoe-like games. They're the worst genre of video
Wow.
games of all time outside of VR.
Whoa, I'm actively in a headset right now. Can you watch?
I like roguelike. Then there's some what is this? They added some games to Nintendo Switch Online. What games are these? A Link to the Past, Four Swords, Metroid Zero Mission.
That's a good game. Four Swords.
Yeah, that's the remake of the first Metroid game on Game Boy Advance, so that's cool.
I heard the announcer pronounce Torok, right? And it's very different from how I always pronounced it. He said it like Torok. I always said Torok.
Tarek? Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of how the announcer said it, right? I was like, why is he pronouncing Torok like that? I always called it Torok. I don't know if anybody.
Proper English scared you, BG?
I think he's saying it wrong.
Oh no, PG actually said when he heard how to really pronounce it.
Like
PG is crazy.
who says Turok?
You alright, bro?
Why you
I'm
went on
just
a walk
saying.
after this? What the hell?
I'm just saying, like it just bothered me.
I always pronounce it Torok.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, well, whatever. So those and Perfect Dark are coming to Nintendo Switch Online, the original games. Yeah,
awesome.
It's
That's
very
cool.
cool. I'm excited to play Zero Mission. I've been trying to play that Metroid game for a really long time, and now I finally can.
cool.
Is our guest a primarily Nintendo player?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, Phantom Brave, the Lost Hero.
Looked fucking awesome. I didn't see it, but
You didn't see it, you dickhead.
I ain't see it, dog.
This is some what is this? It's a game coming out in 2025. I can't tell you much about it. It's cool.
Yeah, it's made by the same company that does the Sky games, but this is like a sequel to like Phantom Brave on the PS2. So this is a brand new game for them, so it's cool.
Hey, Jazzy.
What's up?
Why do the viewers call you Jizzy? Do they be talking about you when they say that? I be seeing Jizzy in the comments. They be talking about you?
Oh yeah, that's definitely me, brother.
What the hell?
You claim it? You claimed
He
it?
claimed that.
What did you do to? What did you do to earn that nickname?
You happy as shit. All right.
No,
yeah.
I don't claim it. That's what they want to call me because you know.
So yeah, that's me.
Oh, like so.
Why do you want to call you
that?
that?
It's like don't
Why
wear
do
it
you wanna
out. That's
call
me.
me that?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Because they all on my dick. That's why.
Oh, ooh,
Okay, you flipped it a little bit. You flipped it a little bit. Okay.
That was a
like that.
flip.
That was a bar. Okay.
Okay. All right. An excitement that I and many people were excited for. Marvel vs. Capcom Collection Arcade Classics.
Woo.
Yeah,
Dude, now
all my
Oh,
friends
boy.
on Xbox are mad excited about this game, man.
Why are you starting shit?
What?
I don't understand. What's
Oh, here we go.
Just school me. What's the difference between this and then the Capcom arcade games that are already on Xbox?
What you
there's-
mean?
It's not really a different. Is that these games are essentially stranded where they last came out, which is PS3 and Xbox 360. I believe. I don't know if
Some of these games were straight on the Sega Saturn.
Yeah, because Marvel
Mhm.
Origins on the 360, it was like Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, and also Marvel vs. Capcom, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is on 360. Those were the only 3, but these are like all the other games, like X-Men Coda, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, stuff like that.
Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes,
Yeah.
X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but also The Punisher with Nick Fury.
So I never knew that there was a Punisher beat 'em up game. What was it originally on? Super Nintendo?
Only on arcade. I think they made a dog shit Genesis port way back though, but really it was only on the arcade. I really wish, I know it's not the same license, but I wish they brought the Alien Predator beat 'em up too. That'd be awesome. I don't think that's ever been off of a console or off of an arcade.
I think they got an arcade one up on that joint, don't I? I think so.
Yeah, so these games are just like, the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting games. They're just like beloved, timeless games. Y'all know I don't really like going back to old games because I just don't think they age well mechanically. But by casuals and the fighting game community, everybody just loves Marvel vs. Capcom because to this day, you could still play them. It doesn't feel, typically fighting games, like they age better than some other genres. RPGs age well. Fighting games age well. Some others don't.
It's on a 2D plane, like.
Yeah, so that's why like so many people. You could argue Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is one of the most important like fighting games ever. So people are just excited that they're coming to modern consoles because you would still have to have your PS3 to play some of these.
This game's out on Xbox?
This game is not coming to the Xbox platform. Not coming to the Xbox platform, sir.
Smooth. You got taken for a ride.
I get the reference. I get that.
I mean, Smooth doesn't even care about these games, so it's whatever.
I don't. I really don't.
But the fact that one of the biggest fighting game franchises in Japan is skipping Xbox is not a good sign.
Wait. Is this a new game or is this just a callback to the old game?
It's a compilation of all games.
I guarantee you, because of this, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is probably going to be at the next Evo now.
That's
Wouldn't
very
it be
possible.
Marvel vs. Capcom?
Oh, Sony on Evo. I'm sure they're going.
Because, and listen, a lot of people are holding out hope that we eventually get a new Marvel vs. Capcom game for. So a lot of people are going to support this. This game is going to sell a lot anyway. Because you could probably, this is probably like, they kind of testing the waters. It's like the top selling game on Amazon when you check the list. And it's just one of those games that no matter how many times they report it, everybody buys it. And they're making a physical edition. You could buy it physically, which I don't think you could do last time.
And it's easier. Yeah. It's going to be a lot easier for Capcom to make these games now because they only have to deal with Disney. They don't have to deal with Paramount, Disney, Fox, and all these other studios anymore for licenses to characters. They literally only have to deal with Marvel. They literally only have to deal with Disney and maybe Sony with Spider-Man.
Yeah. And this compilation is $50, so that's pretty good because they already did the one with like Darkstalkers and already that came out like 2 years ago. So this is just par for the course. So people are wondering if they're gonna do like another compilation for like Capcom versus SMK in the future. But this is really good, and this is gonna have rollback as well.
Yeah,
we're definitely getting Capcom versus SMK 3 down the road. Believe that. With Terry and Mai coming into Street Fighter 6, after Garou 2, give it some space if there's going to be an MVC 5, but we're going to get a Capcom versus SNK 3 with a lot of those Garou 2 characters. You watch.
Yeah, and this one is also going to have a training mode. I don't know if it's in all of the fighting games, but it's going to have a training mode in some of them where it shows like, the fight data, the hit boxes and stuff like that. The last one didn't. I don't think that was in the last one. So they are adding a little bit of content. So that's great. Look forward to it. No release date yet, but it's supposed to be coming out this year. Everything except Xbox. We'll talk about that a little bit later, though.
Damn shame that. What does that say about Marvel's relationship with Xbox?
Marvel?
Yep.
Don't answer that yet, Smooth.
No.
we're gonna bring it up later. Next was Super Mario Party Jamboree. So
Banger.
So is this the first Mario Party game up to 20 players? That's the first, right?
Yeah.
20 players. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Online.
Yeah,
That's
20
crazy.
online. It's like super. That's like I wasn't really sold on this game until I saw that, and I was like, absolutely, I'm getting it.
I think
Oh, 'cause online they don't do the board game shit neither though, right? It's just the mini games.
No, it's the
Right.
whole thing.
all of it.
You could do it's doing a board, bro. That's
Yeah,
gonna
with-
take forever.
Yes, it's
Okay,
going.
I'm sure it's not. I think people are probably gonna go at the same time or something.
All right, that's
No,
crazy.
what'll probably happen is you'll probably be divided into pods of like 4 people.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to be in groups. Yeah, 'cause
Likely.
that's crazy, bro.
You'll probably be in groups of 4. It probably won't just be 1v1v1v1. Probably like 4v4 times 5 instead of 1v1
Bro,
times 20.
that game would take like 4 or 5 hours, bro. That shit'd be crazy if everybody going separate. That would be.
Yeah, I'm buying this. I think it could be a fire game night. You know, that's a
Yeah.
fire game night game. To play with the Discord. Hey, all y'all in Discord who don't have, I mean, everybody should have a Switch. I feel.
Not that Discord.
Why you say it like that, Jazzy? Wow.
They full of ponies in
I
there.
mean, you said not me, brother, and a bunch of terrorists.
Oh yeah, they are gonna. You can't.
Oh
You
yeah,
can't.
they can pirate it, you know.
You can't play online if you pirate Nintendo games, right? Can you?
Yeah, no, they bar you from it.
Okay. Bless Red, buy the game. Don't be a bitch.
Wow. They're
He
gonna
ain't
call them
buying
out like
that.
that.
Yeah, because no, I think
You gotta
that'll
call out your Discord too, brother.
yeah, the rest of you Discord dudes, if y'all don't got a Switch, listen, man, go on eBay, get yourself a used Switch. We on that Jamboree. We gonna have ourselves a Jamboree. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get that? Need to mop y'all up on that.
You open up the laundromat, find the BG. Okay.
Again? You ain't learned your lesson?
Yeah.
Hey. So yeah, that looks fire. Great idea to increase it to, that amount of players.
Yeah, I love what Nintendo's doing with online. I'm hoping like they move all of their franchises that way.
Nintendo has had better better multiplayer experiences than both Xbox and PlayStation. This is insane.
Repeat that, BG.
Nintendo has had better multiplayer and online experiences. Well, even though their online is kind of choppy, but multiplayer overall, yes, better than Xbox and PlayStation.
How are you saying that? On what basis? I don't understand that.
Stop real quick.
Oh, here we go.
Stop the show real quick. Now, Jack, who been saying that for the past 2 years?
Thank you, Bond. I think Bond been saying that, man.
Thank you.
Give it that.
Right.
No,
Okay.
Bond has been saying that. We being
Right, like I said, by every metric, by number of exclusives, quality of exclusives, sales, review scores, online games, single player, by every metric, Nintendo is beating Sony and Microsoft. I've been saying that for the past 2 years. Thank you for finally catching up, BG.
I'm not engaging with Bod's revisionist history and bullshit. I'm not doing it.
Well, what the fuck are you?
Jack, how is this revisionist history? It's just literally.
No, Bond has been saying it.
I'm not engaging. But
hold on,
but-
BG, you're saying that I have not been saying that?
I'm saying
You plead the fifth.
Because we could put some money on it if you're saying I have.
Do that.
What I'm saying is Bond takes credit for shit that is just generally accepted facts that everybody has accepted, and he makes it seem like, oh, it was exclusive to him, and he's like he's like the Christopher Columbus of all these statements.
He's a colonizer. Wow.
Yikes.
So BG,
wild.
why is it taking you every time I say something? Oh, Bond's wrong. That's not true. And then 2 years later, they say what I say, and then it's revisionist history, Jack. Why can't y'all? I mean, why can't y'all just get on board with what I say day one? I mean, that for real. If you
We're
did,
scared, Bond. We're scared. We're like, what do you want, bro? We're nervous and we're scared.
To a degree, I think it's because you're pandering and you just don't want to agree with reality. What the fuck is that?
Alex, that's loud as shit. Alex.
It's a Gear Deli chat.
Yeah,
Man,
you,
mute your fucking
yeah,
mic,
and
brother.
turn
I
down
can't
your
do
mic.
shit, man. I can't do shit. All right, hold on. I
Turn
can't do
your
shit
mic
in this
down. You
bitch.
loud.
I mean, I'm
God
just
damn.
saying, if people were to listen to me when I open my mouth the first time, they might be $3,000 richer instead of $3,000 poorer.
But anyway, what I was saying, Smooth, was yes. I mean, Smooth. They got even though Mario Kart is old, there's Mario Kart, Splatoon, even stuff like Mario Tennis
Party.
Mario Party, Mario Tennis
Pokemon.
Aces. Yeah, Pokemon. Listen,
Switch Sports. Oh man, it's too much, bro. They got online, don't
So
they?
are we just going based off like the quantity of games that they have available online? Is that it? Is that the new metric?
The multiplayer games that they have made, their online may not be great. Like their online infrastructure is not great, but the multiplayer games they have made are better than anything PlayStation or Nintendo, anything PlayStation or Xbox has done.
And they got a new infrastructure too.
So
You disagree, Smooth?
Yeah, I disagree.
Present your argument, sir. Present your argument.
I just don't know. Like, hold up. What games are you all currently outside of Josie playing on Nintendo Switch online right now? What is your go-to fucking multiplayer game, man? I gotta get my fix in. Like, what is
Splatoon
it?
3. Easy.
Splatoon?
3.
That's what y'all playing now?
Yeah,
don't sit there and play Kill Smooth Face. Y'all are not fucking playing Splatoon.
Come on, bro. Like, hold on.
Not
Don't
at
we
this
do every
exact
week-
moment,
don't
but
we
I
discuss-
play Splatoon
We just played this
Come on,
one.
have you played Splatoon this quarter?
this year. I have.
Smooth.
I feel like, don't we have discussions of games we're playing like almost every week? I've never heard this shit come up.
Not on this podcast.
Wow.
We don't talk about what we currently playing.
I'm not saying that these games are. I'm pretty sure these games are very popular within the Nintendo community, but to go out and say these games are better than the games that PlayStation and Xbox put out online.
All right,
like,
let's do this move. Let's do this move.
Hold on. Let me type right there, Smooth. To start this out, outside of Helldivers, what has Sony been putting out for multiplayer? Okay, so Sony's out of the question. Now let's go to Xbox. What have they been putting out?
They have one of the healthiest live service games, multiple live service games. Sea of Thieves, yes, please.
That came out in 2017.
Yeah, about to do the acquisitions. Overwatch.
Bro, hold on. Wait a minute. It came out, but it's still healthy. It's still getting seasons. It's still getting active seasons.
Okay, cool. It's an ongoing, but I'm saying Nintendo at a normal cadence is continually giving you new multiplayer games, and they're updating their old shit. We got DLC. Yeah, we got DLC for Splatoon, and we got DLC for Mario Kart.
They not
we got two Splatoon games in the same console too.
What is seasons?
Those are updates.
Pardon?
Nigga, what?
I'm just saying because you just said like DLC, but like Sea of Thieves been putting out what at this rate almost 10 years of.
Okay, keep going. Sea of Thieves.
Is on
what else?
season 18 right now. Like,
Halo Infinite.
Okay, Halo
Infinite.
Okay.
That was that's a major. I mean, Forza Horizon 5.
When was the last time you were on Halo?
Yesterday,
Yo,
buddy.
listen.
Yesterday, buddy.
Anytime a dude does this, you know he kind of reaching. You know he kind of reaching. All right.
Bro, did you see what Smooth said? He's like,
Smooth. Let's be real though. Microsoft doesn't have a racer more popular than Mario Kart or a shooter more popular than Splatoon. But I guess you could say they have Call of Duty now, so yeah, I guess that's a different argument.
I think it just depends on what kind of gamer you are. I don't know if you can say that one is better than the other if you just don't play the other one, you know? I think it just depends on what you like to do.
We're not saying that.
I think they having a conversation.
We're not saying that Xbox. Listen, Smooth. Xbox has more multiplayer offering than PlayStation. We know PlayStation has virtually none, but we're still saying that even the Xbox multiplayer offerings don't match up to Nintendo's.
And quantity is what we're arguing.
Quantity or quality?
It has to be quantity. I think quantity is the only thing you can really argue. Because how the hell you can say on one side that the Nintendo infrastructure, online infrastructure, isn't good, but then you're praising these games? Don't they marry each other? I'm assuming if you have a bad infrastructure, bad online infrastructure, you're not going to have a great online multiplayer experience.
False.
It depends.
You can have it
because Nintendo can have dog shit hardware but have amazing games. You can have a good online game and have a shitty infrastructure.
And they got new infrastructure too.
They're not always mutually exclusive, if that makes sense.
If you ain't right, you ain't buying.
All right. I mean, I can't say because I don't know if they keep numbers and tracking and stuff like that. I just know Nintendo's like sells the most, so I can't argue who's online or not. So that's why I'm not going deep against this argument. I just didn't understand the concept of like I didn't think when I think of Nintendo, when people are talking about Nintendo, I'm not thinking of this online multiplayer experience that people are enjoying at this point in time. So
it's like quietly doing it, and it's not because like I don't think the multiplayer games that they offer are good, right? It's just that in that area, PlayStation and Xbox are doing so bad that it just by default gives them the W. But
I will say this though, Microsoft definitely gets the award for best naming of a game ever in the Vessel of Hate. That is a fire ass name for a game.
Okay. Next game was Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. So this is the first time it's like a Link's Awakening like game, and it's the first time you're actually playing as Zelda. So
DEI,
40 years.
DEI. Nah, I'm just fucking.
Nah, I ain't counting that shit.
I'm playing.
Yeah. So all the years people have been casuals have been confusing Link with Zelda. They would be right this time. So you get to play as Zelda.
You know what's funny? They confuse Link with Zelda and Samus with Metroid.
Oh yeah.
And in this game, Zelda is being, the hero. She's rescuing Link. Link vanished, so she needs to step in and save the day.
Yeah.
Is it only Zelda, or do we get to turn into she?
We don't know yet.
No, probably not though, because it doesn't seem like it's gonna go in that sort of direction.
Yeah. I feel like there would be no reason for her to do that because she's already doing these Echoes abilities already.
Yeah, the Echo things look really cool.
Yeah. And pretty much she got the help with like the fairy called Tribe. And because the game is called Echoes of Wisdom, I think this is basically her pretty much getting the bear of the Triforce of Wisdom, pretty much. But the way the mechanics that they have, it kind of feels like that creativity that they got from like the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom specifically, where you can just use whatever you want. I think that's actually
Yeah.
pretty cool of the game.
I like that a lot too. I think that'll make dungeons like more appealing to the mass market as well, because it's not like one solution for everything.
Yeah. And it's coming out in 3 months too. And we just heard about this game.
September 26th, yeah.
What do you guys think of the art style?
I mean, it looks like that. It looks like a Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know that art style was polarizing for a lot of people. I'm curious.
Yeah, because a lot of people didn't like it at first back then because they didn't like it now. But revisionist history, just like Wind Waker. Now people are on board.
They warm up to it. Like at the first time they see it, like, oh, we don't like it. It was the same thing with Wind Waker, and then I think people love Wind Waker how it looks now. So yeah, I like it. I think it looks good. Coming out September 26th. They Nintendo are maniacal. They still selling you special editions of Switches.
That's how
What's wrong with that, BG?
PS2.
Listen, I respect it. If Blandrew is gonna buy it and he has like 6 Switches, I'm not mad at it. I respect it. Listen, if your fan base will buy as many editions as you put out, I respect you being maniacal and knowing that and just capitalizing off of that. Even though you definitely got a brand new console coming out next year, hey, have at it, bro.
They did that with the 3DS a lot. Like when the Switch
I got
was
that one.
Yeah, when the Switch was like out, it was like, here's this special edition and this one, and here's the new 2DS, and you got to buy all these different versions of the 3DS, and it drove up numbers for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have all these themed Switches. Like they just had one for like Tears of the Kingdom last year for the Switch OLED.
Yeah, I
They
bought
got
that
games
one.
coming out. They got games with them.
Yeah, because like it's the same thing like with Spider-Man for the PS5.
Yeah,
that
shout out
they
to the
had.
PS5 Pro. Never mind.
Jack, you meant the PS4 Pro.
I mean, in other words, yes, sir. Can't
Um,
wait for that.
Yeah.
so yeah,
But I'm really happy for this because I thought Tears of the Kingdom would be the last Zelda game we get before the next console, but I didn't see this coming up at all this soon. So that's pretty cool.
yeah. So yeah, the special edition is the Nintendo Switch Lite Hyrule Edition, coming out to September 26th. All right. Just Dance 2025. People
Fire.
still dancing, I guess.
Jack.
Let's bring back Dance Dance Revolution, man. Konami some bitches, bro.
Could you imagine Jack dancing to Dance Dance Revolution?
Jack, you said you like the used to play the Michael Jackson Experience on the Wii, didn't you? Or no?
Oh my god, I love that game.
I never played that.
Grew up with that game actually.
I had DDR on the Wii.
Yeah, that was DDR. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Did you?
I never really
Did you have
because you had to do the things with the little Joy-Con shit.
Did you have a mat on the floor that you scrunched up, or did you have the Wii? Okay, you had the nunchuck.
Yeah, you had to use the mat.
Damn. Were you live on the first floor or the second floor?
Yeah, bro. Well, I was living in the house when I was playing.
Oh, okay, good.
Is Jack botting for?
There was some furniture moving in there. What's up?
Jack, you botting a little bit. Your mic is.
Oh, really? What the hell?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Next was.
Why did he make that his profile pic?
That's me.
Now, when I said it was an issue.
Next was not to get Jack's panties in a bunch, but Lego Horizon Adventures.
Now let's do it.
It looks good.
Hey Jack, did Lego force PlayStation to advertise this during Nintendo Direct?
Hey man, y'all looking at button right now, man. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, y'all have that fight with Tarek. So.
Oh yeah, and Jack, I'll link you this article in the Discord.
He'll come in here.
I'm sure he will.
And apparently,
like that, man.
Tyrek be coming here like the Undertaker boy.
Tarek, don't come in here. I don't got 8 camera slots. So
yeah,
let
and
it
also,
be.
oh yeah, don't come in here. Also, Jack, I've seen so many interviews about this game, and it's been mainly Guerrilla staff members that work at Guerrilla Games talking about this game. And people have been saying that, oh, they're not involved with it, but clearly they are. They're talking about Aloy being Smash Brothers, Nintendo actually helping to work on this game specifically,
Aloy
and
Smash My Brothers.
Smash Bros.
No, they talk about the potential of Aloy being a character in Smash Brothers, but this will never be a conversation at all if this game never came to the Switch in the first place.
Yeah.
So I would like to say that Bond was right again.
Oh my god.
Because the reason why this Lego game exists, while we're getting all these damn Horizon games, etc., is because when the first Horizon came out and sold $10 to $11 million, what can anybody tell me what I used to say back then? That Horizon is a more popular franchise and better selling game than Halo.
Damn.
That's been the truth since PlayStation 4. And now we're seeing it that they are riding Horizon into the ground. And I hate to say this, but Aloy might be the most popular female protagonist character in video games currently.
Over Samus?
Yes, Samus.
Or Zelda?
Who the fuck buys Metroid games?
Pop your shit.
Aloy put.
They're talking about the actual character.
Yeah.
The game is, I guess, selling well, but her as a character, I wouldn't say is popular.
I think Lara Croft is still more popular than she is. Like,
no, we don't even know if Lara
like
Croft is a woman anymore.
Oh,
what the fuck?
Oh, brother.
Stop this.
Wouldn't Ellie be more popular?
I get what you're saying. Probably. I get what you're saying, Bond, because of the sales. But like, if you knock on a whole bunch of random doors, say, and hold up 2 pictures, Aloy and Samus or anybody else, I feel like they're gonna recognize Samus or any other female character over Aloy.
BG, they don't even know that Samus's name's not Metroid.
yeah, but you show a random generic picture of some realistic female, they're just gonna be like, oh, I have no idea. But at least they'll be like, oh, that's Metroid, and it's close enough.
That's Metroid.
Yeah. And Samus in the power suit is more distinct and recognizable as compared to like Aloy.
Especially like popularity in Smash, you know.
Yeah, because at first, you know, when that conversation popped up about Aloy being in Smash, which I don't think will ever happen, I was like, nah, she not. You know, Aloy. Listen, I'm a Horizon fan, as everybody knows, but at first I was like, oh, she not popular enough for that, and then I realized, hold up, they have they have that dumb witch in there. They have Bayonetta in there, and Bayonetta is probably the most unpopular character in that whole Smash roster. Aloy in Horizon is definitely way more popular than Bayonetta. That's a fact. So I took it back. I was like, you know what? If they could put Bayonetta in there, and I understood, like, you know, Nintendo owns Bayonetta, that's why she's in there. But if it was based on popularity, yeah, Bayonetta is not popular. And there's some other characters in there that are very unpopular also. But either way, Lego Horizon Adventures looks good.
And also one thing I pointed out because, you know, people saying this isn't technically a Horizon game because Lego is on the first name of the title, even though Sony already makes a game that already is licensed that has another company's name in the title of their game, either Spider-Man 2 or Wolverine. So are we saying those are not PlayStation games now?
Yo,
even though they don't own the license to those Marvel IPs?
Jazzy, you just want to like you and Tarek want to have like a standoff with like real guns or get in a boxing ring? Like, what y'all want to do? Because y'all just be throwing subs at each other. Like, that's all y'all use up here for,
brother.
Okay.
I'm just asking questions, brother. And I was trying to get Jack's input on this as well.
I think his connection fucking up.
Yeah, he muted. But hey, thumbs up. That's all I need, brother.
All right, let's move on. Stray coming to Switch. You know, it's been I think PC, PS5 on for a while. I think it's been on those two for a while. On Xbox, it's on Xbox too now, right? Ain't it? Stray.
What?
Stray.
Yeah, Stray's on Xbox. $24.
Why you know the exact price?
I was just looking at it in the store.
All right. Cool. Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game. They haven't made a respectable Lord of the Rings game in a long time.
I wish I cared about that IP. I watched the movies. I just couldn't give a fuck.
Because what was it called? Ones that came out.
Golem.
Well, but before, yeah, that was terrible. But the actual good ones on PS4, Xbox One,
with the Middle Earth games?
yeah, Shadow and War and whatever. Those two were good. I thought the first one was actually better than the second one. But since then, they have been completely abusing and misusing that IP, and it's like it's so insane because, bro, it's Lord of the Rings. This property is very valuable, and the way you could sell games with it is there's a lot of potential, and they just like
they need Orlando
continually
Bloom, bro.
it.
Bring Orlando Bloom back with his white wig, and I might get the game. Other than that, I don't want to see anything.
Okay.
That's white wig.
Yeah, when Orlando Bloom in that movie?
He's an elf, yes. He's Legolas.
Yeah. He had a white weave, a little 32-inch lace front.
Yeah, when I was in the movie theater and he slid down that giant monster and hit that
Elephant,
shot,
yeah.
like that, literally the whole like audience of the theater was like clapping.
You stood up in your chair?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I never heard of Lord of the Rings until the movies. All my friends have read the books. I never read them, never heard of it. They're like, yo, come watch this. It'll be fun. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'll come watch it. I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
Shadow of Mordor, the games are pretty good too.
Yeah. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection.
Yeah, and one of those was like the last game, like the second one never got localized, so now they got all the Ace Attorney games on the Switch now and multiplat because they just released like Apollo Trilogy from like the 3DS games like earlier this year, so they've done everything they can except for the Professor Layton crossover with those games. So people are wondering when that Ace Attorney 7 is about to come out, and I'll be ready for it.
All right. I don't. That I put out a tweet before asking who the hell plays Ace Attorney games, and one of those tweets got a lot of attention. Yeah, but Jazzy is one of those people. Not surprising.
Why you say that, BG?
You know,
wear a
you just
two-piece suit to bed, don't you, Jazzy?
yeah.
Are you in
What?
pajamas? I think any nigga that has a pair of pajamas that he puts on at night plays Ace Attorney. People that just
I
they
do
put a
not.
little bit too more thought into the.
I don't play no pajamas, dog.
Wait, you don't own
But I
any?
get what.
You don't own any pajamas?
Bond, do you
No.
put a night hat on
Yeah,
and striped pajamas when you go to sleep?
I think anybody who has night clothes is very strange.
Yeah, like that.
Whoa, hold on. Let me get this straight. So yes, I do wear a night hat because I have fucking locks. So I do have to wear something over my head.
A bonnet is not a night hat.
But you don't have a night outfit, right? We're not living in the 1800s anymore.
No, but
Okay.
I'm saying like in the summer, probably definitely no. I was saying like in the winter, I might have like PJs or something like when it's like fucking 20 degrees.
A matching set? Does the bottom match the top?
No, it's just like sweatpants or pajama pants and a sweatshirt or something. It's not like
Okay.
anything like matching. But
Okay.
like,
All right, cool.
is
Just
that
checking.
what you're saying? Like a matching set?
Yes, like
I'm just
striped,
saying somebody
like a
that
striped
goes to
shirt
Target,
and striped
yeah.
pants, pajamas. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
nothing like that. I mean,
I wear bleach stained shirts and shit to bed. You know how
I
get.
have like pajama pants. Well, again, like I said, like it's 20 degrees out. I'm not like sleeping in shorts or boxers or anything like that.
All right.
Love you too, Bon.
The 100 line last defense academy. I don't even know what this is.
Oh, this is a new game made by the dude that makes Danganronpa games. But I think it's like a tactical RPG.
All right. Salute. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. Turn-based. Coming out October 24th. Nobody cares? Okay.
Not at all.
Great. And lastly, the game that everybody's been waiting for a long time. Development got rebooted back in like 2020 or whenever it was. Metroid Prime
2019.
4. Okay. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
You know what's crazy about Metroid Prime 4 Beyond?
What's that?
Tell me what I'm gonna say, BG.
You're gonna say insert game came out. Metroid Prime came out before insert game name here. Something like that.
And what would insert game name here be called?
I mean,
Access to.
it could be several games.
Man. Dog, like you could have made any bet that insert any fucking game imaginable would come out before Metroid Prime 4, and 99 out of 100 people would have taken it. The fact that Metroid Prime 4 is coming out before Factions and Factions 2 is canceled, like you might need to jump. Oh, I can't say that because that actually happened, but you get what I'm saying. This should be a travesty to all PlayStation fans ever. That a game was in development, got rebooted completely, restarted, remade, and y'all niggas still ain't get Factions 2 because, oh, it's taking too long. We don't have enough development time. We don't have enough resources. We don't have this. We don't have that.
I don't even acknowledge the game that Bond is talking about. Never heard of it. Jazzy, would you like to focus us on the game itself that we're talking about at the moment?
Absolutely, good brother. So pretty much they finally showed it off because this is taking place right after Metroid Prime 3 with their new ship. And what I like to see it because it looks reminiscent of, because I know a lot of people didn't play Metroid Prime Remastered. It looks similar to that, but this game actually looks better because it's been in development time for so long, and it's a brand new game on top of that. So pretty much, and then it looked pretty good from what I've seen of it. And I think it's because they've already said that this game, I guess, is going to be like 60 frames already on the base Switch. So people thinking that this is Switch 2 footage, no, this is directly on a
It
Switch.
looks too good to be on a Switch, I'll be honest, especially if it's going to be 60. That's what I was thinking. Question,
No,
though,
'cause they-
because it's been a while since I played it. One of the bosses in Hunters, I remember, is the same character who follows your ship out at the end of Metroid Prime 3. I forgot this dude's name. He was like in a white suit or whatever. Is that the same character that's at the end of the trailer with the 2 Metroids?
Are you talking about Silex? Yeah, that's the character from Metroid Prime Hunters.
That followed you out in Metroid Prime 3. Is
Yeah,
that
the ending.
is that the same character, Sally? Is that the same character in the trailer of Metroid Prime 4 with the 2 Metroids?
I think it might be. I'm not sure. It's been a long time.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it should be him. That would make sense. But I mean, he could have a slight redesign. I don't know. But like I said, it's been a long time.
Yeah, and the fact that right behind him you see like 2 Metroids, but I'm not sure those are actually Metroids. They look remnant because they don't have like the inside the red things in them, like 3 pieces. But it's like an actual stem on top of them. So I think those might be Mocktroids that he has with him that he can control, and you have to deal with what Samus has to deal with now. But
You know, it's
it'll be
funny.
interesting to see.
For a species that's damn near been extinct 8 times over, Metroids sure pop up a lot.
Yeah, because after Return of Samus, she already extinguished them, except for like the baby. But now she is the only Metroid now with Dread, so that's why the Prime games are like work just fine because they happen like right in the middle of that because before all the Metroids become extinct.
You already know how the next Metroid's coming. Somebody about to knock Samus up.
Oh my god, what's wrong with this guy?
We back to them love scenes.
Full
circle.
Saying, but I had always talked about a sequel to Metroid back in the day that because Samus was now half Metroid, half human, or half Chozo, whatever the fuck she is, that the next game should have been Metroid Genesis, and you should have a Metroid suit. And oh my god, 10 years later, Bond was right again. Is that crazy, Jack?
Mm-hmm.
Shit is crazy, man.
And then I'm wondering how this Beyond tile of the game is supposed to like work out for him because I know it's a play on every single Prime game based on that name or every Metro game they've done. Because at the end of the trailer, before they showed the date for 2025, it looked like she was coming out of like a portal or something that she was going on. So people are speculating that this has to deal with like time travel or different dimensions and stuff like that, pretty much. But we'll see. Looks really good.
Any additional thoughts, Josie?
I just think it looks really cool. I'm excited to check it out. I hope they have some sort of online multiplayer aspect to it. I don't want it to take over the whole game, but I think it'd be cool and keep it relevant and maybe, just maybe, make Metroid sell more than 3 million copies.
So
something.
I played the Metroid Dread demo. I didn't think it was bad. I've never really been into Metroid like that. I thought it was cool, for obviously Metroidvania, but I wasn't like blown away by it. I was looking at like Metroid Prime Remastered gameplay, and Prime 4, the gameplay just looks more exciting to me than the gameplay I've seen of Metroid Prime Remaster. I don't know. There just seems to be more going on. It seems like more
the
of
other
a
game is 20 years old. I mean,
yeah, GameCube game.
Yeah. What bothered me about Prime 4 Remastered is that it just seemed like it was a shooting gallery. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like there was enough opposition like towards her. It's like she's just moving around and shooting everything, and it felt more like a platformer where you almost were like just targeting things and platforming things more than an actual shooter. Prime 4 seems more like an actual first-person shooter. I don't know if I'm reading that wrong.
You shoot a lot in Prime.
Stop. You do know that Metroid Prime isn't labeled as a FPS. It's labeled as a first-person adventure game.
I know.
And not to mention whatever footage you watch is probably in the early portions of the game when you're probably getting deeper into the game with the various suit, all the various cannons, the dropships coming out, space pirate patrols, Omega pirates and stuff. Believe me, there's plenty of shit to fight. But at the heart of every Metroid game, it is a game about exploration.
Yeah, I know it's not primarily a shooter, and that's why I'm just like I'm iffy about it. You
probably will fuck with it, BG.
I'm just
doubt
unsure. I'm just unsure.
I played the first 2 levels. That game made me nauseous. I had to trade that bitch in. Darren passed away playing them all.
Yeah, maybe I think it's possible I wouldn't like Metroid Prime Remastered, but I might like 4.
So Prime Remasters, so I like played that after not playing the original really at all, and I thought it was pretty good, but there's some parts of it that are definitely a little bit dated, and I think it looks like they're improving on a lot of that with Prime 4, but there was always a ton to do. So I feel like you probably just watched bad gameplay or something, because like you can change like to the morph ball or like change weapon types, or like there's different types of shots and stuff. So I think it's like more varied than most first-person shooters. At least that I've played.
You're probably talking about the very end. That's very dated.
Because
right?
yeah, the guy I was watching and I was skipping through, like he damn near wasn't shooting anything. I was like, is this how like the game is? It's like he was only shooting like when absolutely required. Other than that, he was just like, it just
Like
he
zooming
made the
through 'em.
yeah he made the game just seem like a platformer.
Yeah, it's not really like that. I think unless you're like trying to like zoom through it. Like if you're trying to just get it done, then yeah, but usually if you're playing it for the first time, like you don't know where you have to go. So you've got to screw around and like shoot some enemies and try to figure out where you're supposed to go. And usually you end up having to like clear all the rooms. So at least for me, like there was a lot of shooting in that game.
Y'all think Prime 4 is a Switch 2 launch title?
No.
No.
Well, it could be cross-gen, but
I
not.
think it's a cross-gen, like how
No,
the Breath of the Wild was. In...
Hold on, VG.
Yeah.
That's actually a good. Yeah, you know where I'm going.
What the hell?
So, VG, just like Twilight Princess, which was GameCube and Wii,
Yes.
and just like Breath of the Wild,
Mm-hmm.
which was Wii U and Switch,
Indeed.
I believe Metroid Prime 4 will
Mhm.
be Switch and Switch 2.
Okay.
Thus, the
Mhm.
question of the day.
Yep.
What generation is this game a part of?
It would be depending on what the Switch 2 generation is and when it comes out. That would if it launches
Assuming it launches on both on the same day.
If it launches on both on the same day and it comes out next year. The Switch 2 would technically be the first Gen 10 console, right?
It's not complicated. What generation would it be?
That's what I'm trying to I'm trying to figure. The Switch 2 would be the first Gen 10 console, correct?
Yes.
It would be a Gen 10 game. It would be a Gen 10 game.
Oh man.
Yes, and we're not going to do this again. It'll be a Gen 10 game.
Crazy.
Well, what generation is Breath of the Wild in your head?
Breath of the Wild is a Wii U game.
Well,
what? You're probably one of the 4 people who says that.
I mean, it is a Wii U game.
Get him.
Look at BG. Look at BG.
Get him.
Just like Twilight Princess was a GameCube game.
But the GameCube,
just like Persona 5 is a PlayStation
is a PS3
3
game.
See,
so the Wii U, the GameCube Zelda was Twilight Princess. The Wii U Zelda was Breath of the Wild. The Switch's Zelda was Twilight Princess.
Let me give you some context. I guess we got to do this real quick again. Let me give you some context, Josie. So here was the argument, right? Pretty much the argument is what determines what generation a game is, right? So for example, let me think of I guess Breath of the Wild, right? Breath of the Wild, it launched simultaneously on what, Wii U and Switch. Correct. Okay, cool, right? Simultaneously, right? But it launched during the generation of the Switch. So I was saying that would classify Breath of the Wild as a 9th generation game, even though, yes, it launched on the Wii U also. But it launched during the time of the Switch, which is in the 9th generation. So it is a 9th generation game. My compadres argue that because it is also on the previous generation, that would make it a Generation 8 game. or a
I
Wii
agree
U
with-
game, essentially.
Who you
I
agree with?
agree.
Yeah, cross-gen game.
No, that's not
No, no, I agree with BG.
No,
But
Thank you.
absolutely not.
see, this
Absolutely
is
not.
why we can't have these
Jo-
born 3D gamers on.
Josie, this is your first and last time on this podcast. I just want to let you know that.
All right.
Look, I'm gonna
See,
say, look, this is what BG.
I would
BG
love to
playing
have
men-
Spawncast opinion on this.
BG is playing mental gymnastics because he just
Oh, my
cannot fathom. This is the problem. He's so hurt that
I'm not.
all the great PlayStation 5 games are PlayStation 4 games that were
I don't
designed
have a
for
problem
the
with that.
PlayStation 4 to play on the PlayStation 4. God of War Ragnarok, all these games were designed for the PS4. They just so happened that they ain't have no more games coming out. They're like, let's put them on the PS5, same architecture. It's a PS4 game. and heart, them games were designed to run and play on the PS4. When they originally came up with them games, same thing with Zelda. They said this is a Wii U game. It's designed to be played on a Wii U. And then they was like, hey, we got another system coming out. It's been taking a long time. We might as well port it to this. It's a port. It's a glorified port. Okay.
That's another thing. That's another thing Jack gets right. The game was developed for one system and then ported to the new system.
My
It wasn't
compadres,
developed for the new system.
my compadres here are throwing mud into the pool, right? They're throwing poison into the pool, right?
That's bad.
Because they are using semantics. Because the question is not what console game it is. The question is what generation did the game come out in?
It's an 8th generation game that came out during the 9th console generation.
So it is if it came out during the 9th generation, it is a 9th generation game.
It's cross generation.
So what you call a game like Cyberpunk that was made for Xbox and PS4?
And this was my argument, because something could be made for the previous console, but if it comes out during the next generation, it belongs to that generation of games. This has nothing. This has nothing to do. This has nothing. Go ahead.
Cyberpunk is a different situation, because in these situations, these games are designed for the GameCube, ported to the Wii U, designed for the Wii U, and then ported to the Switch. Cyberpunk was a game developed for the PC and then ported backwards to the other platforms. Just like the Star Wars Jedi Survivor. What's the latest one? Jedi Survivor?
Yeah.
That came out on the PS5, and now they're porting it back to an older system. So the original game was designed for that system and then ported back to older machines. It was not initially designed with the older machines in mind.
Jack tries to make this about some type of console, right? Because you bring up about, that I'm trying to defend some platform when it has nothing to do with that. I'm telling you, this is the rules that have always been widely accepted by gamers, that the game, what generation it belongs to, depends on the year it comes out and whatever generation that is. It's not because I'm trying to make some defense for PS4, PS5. This has always been the rules.
BG, what generation game is GTA 5?
PS3.
GTA 5 that came out during the original came out during PS3. So that would be the 8th generation. We're in 9th now.
Why
are you arguing the other side?
Or 7th.
Why wouldn't any of these other games be the same thing then? They came out on that generation.
No, that was the only generation it came out on. What are you talking about?
They did a PS5 release. They did a PS5.
Yeah, that's after. It doesn't change because it goes to something else after where it originally came out during. Okay, look. Let me explain it this way. Okay, look. Let's say 2020, what was it? 2020 is when the PS5 came out, right? There's also still PS4 games. Also, the PS4 is still relevant. It's still active at the time. But once the new console comes out, that timeline of the new generation has started. So anything that comes out at that time for that console, that timeline has started. So if you've come out during that time, you have fallen into that generation's timeline.
So by that logic, God of War 3 is a PlayStation 4 generation game.
It's not, God of War 3 isn't on PS4.
But it came out when the PS4 was out.
That's That's
Yeah,
not
but
how
it developed for the last generation. That's a crazy argument. Homie.
But hold on, those Zelda games were developed for the last generation as well. They
see,
were just ported to a
But
new
they
one.
came out.
But so see that I get the semantics. You're saying when they came out, and then you're saying when they released. You can't play both ends of the same.
My bad for bringing this up. I
yeah,
didn't
this
realize
I
that.
don't want to do this
Sorry.
again because there are
If you're saying any game that comes out after X console automatically becomes next gen, I would have to say Thrashia and Genealogy of the Holy War. Those games came out in like 1998 and 1999. They belong in the PlayStation 2 generation, and they're Super Nintendo games.
You guys could do like a little agree to disagree thing. And
yeah, like I said, there are exceptions to the rule, but there are typically how things. This is typically how things work.
Well,
I'm ready to
if
move
there's-
on.
If there's exceptions to the rule, there ain't no rule here.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all.
We going with the rule. What is the rule? Y'all make it. See, that's the thing. Me and Jack have a certain rule that applies to everything. Your rules have exceptions. Our rules do not.
Bond, you make exception to the rule statements all the time. You cannot do that.
Jack, in this particular argument, our stance is universal. There is no exceptions, correct?
Yeah,
I would say so, yes.
Listen.
And their thing is, oh well, it's not always the case. It could be this, it could be that. Like your rule has gray area. Our way of interpreting the rule has
sounds like you're playing
BG, your rules are bisexual, BG. Just
Bond
say
not gonna do this.
Rules
Bond can trick y'all. It's not gonna work on me. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move on.
Before you move on, though, BG, somebody did submit a trivia question to me because they think you don't know shit about sports.
Oh shit!
Sports games or sports?
Sports in general. You think you can answer this questions?
I mean, what sport is it?
Basketball and football.
No, I definitely can't answer if it's basketball.
All right, I think they're pretty easy. It's the first question is, what is the team name animal for the Atlanta basketball team?
The Hawks.
Okay, there you go.
And what is the last name of the quarterback on the Dolphins?
Tua Tagovailoa. I always butcher his name.
Just last name. Just last name. What last name, nickname?
Tagovailoa. Yeah.
Tua, right?
Yeah.
You got it. So what are the answers again?
Hawks Tua? Hawk Tua.
Oh my god.
What is who the fuck asked that dumbass question?
Spit on that thing, BG.
Hawk Tua.
Y'all some
Hey, BG,
freaks.
spit on that thing, BG. Yes, sir.
Y'all some freaks. Hey, let me get some super chats. Yeah, go ahead.
One last thing I'll say about Metroid Prime, the original topic. I don't think it'll be a launch title for Switch 2. I still think it might not be. Depending on what date they have it by.
You don't think it's ever coming to it, or you think they just...
No, I'm not saying it'll never come to it. I mean, it's going to be there just via backwards compatibility.
Yeah, but I said it's backwards compatible, right? Nintendo ain't sleazy like PlayStation. They ain't got to re-release their games, man. You buy it on the Switch 1, you're going to be able to play it on the Switch 2, and you're going to get the upgrades for free. Nintendo ain't sleazy like these other motherfuckers
Jack,
out here, okay?
Nintendo is the king of remasters.
But they also the king. Hey, they games whole value
making new games?
and that cross-platform, that backwards compatibility gonna hit different.
I give them
don't know nothing about that.
I give them credit because they have a steady release of new games, but they're also the king of remasters. So I'm just saying
They're the king. They're the kings of keeping us gaming. Okay, that's what the fuck they the kings.
They ain't keeping you gaming. You won't play none of their games.
I ain't playing that bullshit. But nah, man, shout out to
Anyway.
But the reason I say it might not be a launch title is because I feel like a big enough game as a first party game, I don't know. It could come out like before then, and they'll launch with like a new like Mario or whatever as a launch Switch 2 title. But we'll see.
All right. Let me read these super chats. 1 second. Where should I get in? Okay, here we go.
Any day now, brother.
All right. Miles B93. BG, what do you think about the story changes in Rebirth, Whispers, and Multiverse, etc.? I finished it a few days ago, and although the game is great, I can't help but feel disappointed, and I'm confused too. I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but Sephiroth is using timeline against timeline and using his knowledge, the knowledge of the different timelines and shit. That's part of it. But yeah, I mean, anytime there's like multiverses and shit like that and altering timelines, it's never
Oh.
clear cut, but shit
So
happens.
both the original Final Fantasy VII story and the new one, they different, but they still both canon because it's different universes.
Yes, essentially.
Wow.
Essentially.
I don't know if I would have liked that if I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I don't.
Rufflemutt, what is RGT little sister doing here?
What?
Y'all are not related, right?
No.
Just
Okay.
you look like Richard from Review Tech?
Nigga, what?
Whoa. Whoa.
Isn't that RGT?
No, nigga.
Oh,
RGT 85,
Wow,
bro.
no.
God, I was like, that is
RGT.
hurtful. Do I look like
Oh,
him?
my bad. I thought that was
No.
what his name.
You thought
Jesus.
RGT was
Holy
Review Tech?
shit.
I thought that, when I hear RGT, I hear that's all I hear. I didn't know.
Yeah.
My bad.
Crazy.
I don't follow you like that.
I'm not
Shout out to-
related to any YouTuber.
Okay. Shout out to RGT. That's our guy.
That's the homie. That's the homie right there.
He said PS RPG eating good. Okay. Hindsight with Hustle. Did he change his name?
His name been there for a minute.
He did.
Catch up, brother.
It was Hustle and Motivate before.
Yeah.
But
Now
he
it
been
says.
hindsight with Hustle for like 6-7 months now. Like I need.
I don't remember it being that.
Well, you don't
Okay.
pay attention, brother.
He in
That's
a
all.
reflective mood. Yeah, he in a different
All right.
place in life right now.
Are you opening the laundromat for Marvel vs. Capcom verse series BG? Listen, I will be playing Marvel vs. Capcom with the Discord, so anybody want to play me, I'm down. Specifically MVC2. I could play the other ones, but yeah, I will be playing. I ain't gonna do no talking. You know, I'm gonna just show up. I'm gonna just
What
play.
version of the game you playing?
What do you mean? I'm playing
What
MVC2.
version? No, what version? Because it doesn't have a crossplay.
Oh, I'm gonna buy it on Steam and PS5.
Hey,
But-
hey, BG,
That's cap, bro.
you growing the hair back out, BG?
Yeah, I'm doing a little something with it.
He trying to be cute.
Why is
What
that
you
cap?
what you getting, like some dreads or something? What you getting?
Nah, I'm not going all the way like when I had my hair before, how I had my hair long before, but something in
You're
between.
not using the sponge brush. You're not using the sponge brush no more.
I got that. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, but in the
The
meantime,
spongy
I'm just
tie-
growing
they
it.
still do the spongy shit, man. Why don't you
They
get you
do.
like some little twist or something? Why don't you?
I'm
get you some-
gonna see. I'm gonna see. But what you said was Cap's move.
Buying 2 copies of the Marvel Capcom.
Why is that? What's wrong with that? I need to support the game so I can get a 4.
He trying to buy the extra copy for the people that's on Xbox that can't buy it, Smooth.
I gotta compensate. Yeah, you know.
Trying to help y'all out, bro.
Listen, if I do that for games that don't have a sequel that I really want a sequel, I buy like 2, maybe 3 copies. Like they put like Capcom put out that port for Onimusha. I bought that shit like 3 times.
It didn't get a single
And we
fucking
didn't
sequel.
nothing. Didn't get nothing, bro.
They ran your pockets, nigga. You need a refund.
Yo, I was like, oh, a new Onimusha on the way. I was sure of it too. They just took my money and ran, bro. I was tight. I was mad. Luis Barrios, what was the last game you played that really made you drop a tear by the story? For me, it was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with that soldier recruitment story arc.
Are you just a pussy? Let me think.
That made me cry. Well, you know, yeah, I kind of agree with Jack. I'm not really a bit, you know. I mean,
God of War 3. I was kind of emotional playing God of War 3, bro. That was a good game. That was fucking 14 years ago. I don't know, man.
all the violence
For me, it might
violence
be-
and gore was so beautiful to you. that-
I was just like, I ain't gonna lie. When I seen them gouge out old buddy eyes at the beginning, I'm like, nigga, this shit is beyond beautiful, my nigga. I can't believe they did this shit.
A
Damn.
single game for making me remotely emotional would be the first Life is Strange.
Oh, that's a good one, Smooth. That's a good one. That's a good one, bro.
I think Red Dead Redemption 1 is the last game that made me like my face felt like it was getting hot.
That's a good
Just
one
from
too.
the story.
That's a good one.
They took my nigga at the end, bro. They took my nigga at the end, bro.
That was 2010 too. Damn, bro. Was 2010 the last great year
Yeah,
for
bro.
emotional
And we had
gaming, bro?
BioShock. Well, BioShock even and they had what was the other? LA Noire wasn't emotional, but
That joke was kind of crazy though.
Yeah.
2011.
All right. So Josie's got to go. Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. We will definitely have you on again in the future.
Yeah, even though I agreed with you.
you know, they all haters. We're both right. Bring this topic to you know, Spawncast.
I'll ask him.
I wanna hear what they
The
what they
logical
say.
people gonna agree with like bonding me. Other people
No,
don't.
they're gonna say y'all are wrong as shit.
That's cap.
We'll see.
Okay.
Okay, thank you guys so much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Later. Y'all go check out Josie's channel, Josie Woe. All right.
Damn, you kicked her off
I,
fast. as shit.
I saw a comment, BJ. I gotta ask you about this. Was this the first ever white woman on the podcast?
No, she's the second. Close.
First one.
Me?
You
Oh,
could be right.
Gabby. I forgot about Gabby.
Oh, yeah, Gabby.
That's the lobber girl, right?
No,
No, that's
Gabby,
not
that's
her.
the homie, man. She started. I think she had started OnlyFans, but she wasn't sucking no dick on there, bro. I couldn't pay for that.
Can you would you mind sending the link?
She's
She wasn't,
practically
I told her like, yeah, you got to get on her suck a dick, baby girl. I can't
she's
support you
practically bro, you know how embarrassing it has to be as a woman to have a failed OnlyFans? Like you have everything equipped to like make it successful.
Wait,
They were doing lewd pictures. I ain't trying to pay for that shit. You crazy?
Titanfall Princess wasn't the first white woman on here.
I don't think she's
Was she on this podcast?
I don't think
know
she's
if
ever
she's
on
ever
here.
on.
She's been a watcher, a viewer. I don't think she's actually been on. But
Oh,
Shout out
Yeah,
to
that-
Gab Muto. She just copped a whip the other week, man. She doing good, bro.
yeah,
Shout out to her,
listen,
bro.
I'm glad she's doing
doing her
well in
thing.
life
Doing her
because
thing.
there was I remember there being some hard times for her before. But yeah, shout out to Josie. Yes, in 10 years, that is only the second white woman we've had on this podcast.
and how do you feel about that?
We need more, bro. I think we need more, bro.
Yeah, she made me
Um,
feel safe.
Oh,
Low
you,
key, bro.
you don't feel safe around what?
Not around you, Jigaboos. I'll tell you that much.
Y'all give Super
Every-
Predator
every
vibes. Look at
episode-
shit Donald Trump used to say.
Yeah, every episode, Kid Smooth is hustled out of his rent money. BG keep asking us, is he sexy? Jack throw that leg up every week. Like, it's a lot of shit going on here, bro.
Did he ask me about a vacuum or sucking or something?
Yeah,
bro?
but no, yeah. Smooth said, "Do y'all use the hose for only for trash?"
Yeah,
I'm like,
like,
what else would you use the hose for?
You crazy or something, bro?
Hey, man.
Smooth said, "What's the biggest thing you put in that hose?"
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see. XXX Cobb Sanity. Jack was right 2 weeks ago. BG does look like Meek Mill. Say it with me, BG. Get up. I did not look.
No, you gotta go. Get up, get up. You gotta say it like that,
Oh, I ain't saying it like that. I do not look like that dude. Nothing like him.
bro. You do, bro.
And I definitely would
Okay,
never
we-
put
You
French
just don't
fries.
got, you don't got the thin. You don't got the
was
thin
just about to
corners.
say.
I would
You
never
gotta-
put
you
French
gotta recreate
fries
the
on
photo.
my lap at a pool. He's in.
Okay, BG.
Come on.
Can you go to the pool, put some
No.
some soggy fries on it, and we'll just do a side by side?
I think Meek should go back to jail for that. I can't like that was insane. Bro. He got to go back to jail for that. This nigga was sitting
That's
crisscross
crazy.
applesauce at the edge of the pool with some French fries in his lap. Like what?
You know the way he looked like his legs had been kicked like that permanently. Like somebody kicked the dog shit out of it. It's
It
just
be enjoyable though. Like he had like 2 or 3 fries. My nigga, what you doing with those?
yeah, like they
No.
fell in the pool and he saved them. Like, it was like 2.5 fries.
You can't get
Crazy.
satiated off 2, 3 fries, my G. I don't know.
Crazy.
Oh, I just thought about something, Jack. BG growing his hair out. Guess what rapper just started growing his hair out?
Hey, BG, you think your hair can go viral?
Wow.
You think your hair can go viral?
Who you talking about? Who?
Meek, nigga, he got an afro.
He posted his
Nice.
afro with cum stains on his mouth and said, "Can my hair go out viral?" Out of nowhere.
Oh my god. Anyway.
So you got to recreate that too.
Buy one BBL, get one free. Said he added Cobb Sanity and said, "Ain't BG's favorite platformer Diddy Kong? Them Meek Mill jokes write themselves. No Diddy." Oh, I get it. I get what you're doing.
Yeah, let's see.
He,
I get
there
it.
was a video of him saying, "F this," you know.
I get what you did there. That was a nice connection.
This is crazy.
Bonds erectile dysfunction. Oh, bro, he said
His
wrecked
dreads
like
stand up instead of his dick.
he spelled wrecked like when you break something and then aisle in the supermarket. He said erectile dysfunction, bro. I did not even get it at first. These niggas is good. I don't know how they keep coming up with this shit. But he said, BG, the word you were looking for is PC casual. Yeah, I'll be that. I'm fine with being that. Cool with that. Kent Phillips, you get items to sell for real money on the banana game. People are using auto clickers and just leaving it running. Okay.
Oh, they mining on the banana game.
So I can possibly respect this, but I need to know what's the conversion rate. How many clicks do you need to get, like, and how much money do you get? I need to know. Because if it's
they doing that instead of getting a job, bro. Like I feel like you can. I don't know, bro.
What if they doing that and they at work and they're just having the auto clicker?
Maybe. I was say they ain't more than minimum wage. I know, nigga, clicking a fucking banana.
You know what I found out? I found out on Reddit. There's an entire community that they make money off of doing surveys. They just do hundreds of surveys a day.
My sister do that.
Yeah, no, I heard of that. Yeah,
bro, she got paid. They did a thing where she had to go try the new Taco Bell Cantina tacos. Bro, they gave her $200 for that shit, bro.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah,
nigga, that's the real Jiggy Foods. What the?
Yeah, she be doing surveys and shit. They be giving you hundreds of dollars for that bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. Where was I? All right. GT Bot though. Elden Ring's From Software fans reminding me of the huge wave of Witcher 3 CDPR fans that came out after The Witcher 3. Can't be criticized at all. Yeah, that was true during that time. Couldn't say nothing bad about him. Living Legend. Anyone saw the Nico Dorico gameplay? The 2D, 3D mongoose platformer is supposed to be released this fall. Tropical Freeze and Crash 4 vibes all around. I haven't seen that.
Nico Dorico. Oh, you know what? I did see a new platformer coming out that looked like Crash a little bit. If that's what you're talking about, I did see that. That shit looked just like Crash though. It looked good.
I'm looking at it. It looked like the main character looks like a Simba, but if he had like hair, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, it does. It is very much Crash, except with a what is he? A lion? Looks like something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was linking trailer in Discord.
Diddy266. Who is this white woman, BG? Well, that was Josie Woe. Check her out. Makes Nintendo content. Clean Frame. Yo, BG, how much to pay you to stream the second half of Dragon Quest XI? Inside joke for the real ones who have been down with WWP for the long time. I beat Dragon Quest XI. Let the record show, and it's not to be refuted. So
yeah, and that still counts as you being in the game, BG.
Thank you, Jazzy. I appreciate that that confirmation from you. Shout out to all the haters who want to claim I didn't beat the game. I didn't beat the additional content for the game, but I beat the game. Thank you. And there's no amount of money you could pay me. How about this? Maybe I platinum Dragon Quest 12 when that comes out.
Additional content? That was part of the base game.
Uh-oh.
It was after the credits, and you didn't have to beat it to complete the game, so it's additional
So
content.
if Chrono dies, did you beat the game?
I'm gonna exercise my right to not answer that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna exercise my right to stay silent.
All right. If the president dies in Streets of Rage 3, did you beat the game?
I don't remember Streets of Rage 3 enough to answer that question, sir. I plead the fifth. I'm gonna.
So in Far Cry 4, if you just walk backwards and beat the game in 5 minutes, did you beat the game?
See, now that one, I'm gonna be honest with you. I lean towards no for that.
You get the credits.
You do get the credits.
In Persona 5, if you sell out your friends to Akechi and you just get a bullet and die, did you beat the game?
Jack, do you beat the game?
No, sir.
In Returnal, if you didn't last boss, but the credits rolled, did you beat the game?
Shout out to Red Pig.
These are good questions, BG.
No, in Returnal, the credits won't roll if you don't.
If you get to Liza P and you don't do that extra boss battle at the end, did you beat the game?
The Nameless Puppet?
Ooh. Yes.
Did you beat the fucking game?
Yes, you do actually, sir. Anyway, let's move on.
Bitch.
Yeah, I do think you're a bitch if you don't fight the Nameless Puppet, but you did technically beat the game.
The Nameless Puppet sounds like a content creator on YouTube.
That would be a fire day, low-key.
I mean, we've had plenty of them.
Indeed.
Luis Barrios, yo, what's a game recently had you so hooked that you forgot to shower and couldn't wait to wake up the next day to play more? like how Horizon Forbidden West had BG.
Yeah.
You didn't shower, BG, when that game came out?
Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2.
I definitely did. The
How do you
last
forget to shower?
I guess he means you just play it a lot.
Yeah.
Y'all ever think BG's have been so stinky that he couldn't move, like his body crusted up?
Ew.
What?
Like he was just stuck in that same position at the chair. Battlefield 4 would have been that game for me though. When Battlefield 4 came out, nigga, I lied and said I was sick and didn't go to school the next day. I was on that shit all day.
I still got text documents of fucking plants I need to pick 10 of to get. I don't even know what the fuck I was trying to get in that game, bro. It's too much.
And Red Dead 2?
Yeah, fuck that game.
I thought you got the platinum.
Hell no.
Oh, so you gave up?
I didn't scan the Florida Panther the one time I saw it. Then I saw it again. They pounced on me and killed me instantly, bro. I couldn't do.
You used to be my favorite content creator. I didn't know you give up on shit though. So I don't know. I might have to.
Seems to be going on a lot. Seems to be a thing around Weapon Wheel lately. People starting stuff and not finishing.
Couldn't be me.
I'm a quick finisher, tell him. Anyway.
No.
I mean, I always finish.
Does she?
What the fuck?
Does that matter?
Oh wow!
What the fuck?
Wow! Wow!
We're talking about video games, right?
Yeah. It's definitely
Still
video games.
Still beat.
That's crazy. Okay.
BG, we have a lady in here. Please act like a gentleman.
Talking about Alex?
She already left.
No, Jazzy cool with it.
Oh my god!
Sleep with one eye open, Jack.
My bad, brother.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Clean frame. Do y'all remember y'all's first platinum 100% achievement? Mine was the first Infamous.
God of War 1.
I remember mine because my only one is Elden Ring. Only game I've ever platinumed.
Shit.
I think mine was Rainbow Six Siege or Rocket League.
That's
Gravity
a good
Rush
question.
Remastered.
Oh man, mine was. Oh my goodness.
Pound Puppies wasn't this move?
That's a good. Nah. It was a game like. I think my first one came. It was probably like Eat a Fitch or something like that. I don't know. Or
Is that a good game? Eat a Fitch.
What Remains of Eat a Fitch? Yeah, that actually that's emotional as fuck. Actually.
Oh really?
I've never seen a game that most depressing game I've ever played.
I might need to fuck with that then. All right.
That game. Oh my.
I don't know if it was my very first platinum, but it's the first one I remember platinuming was Spec Ops: The Line.
Oh wow,
that was such a good game.
Yeah. Buy one BBL, get one free. You know when Bond says, "Hey Jack," you already know what's coming next. Indeed. All right. LMC. Oh shit! Hold on, I have to refresh. Same old 23. He said, "I want to say that Nintendo has abandoned Mario Party Superstars. The game still has 5 maps, and the maps I wanted on Superstars, like Mario Rainbow Castle and Western Land, are on that new Mario Party." Shaking my head. They didn't release no DLC for that?
They added an update to where I think you could play online or some shit. Hey, listen, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you, fam. You send the super chats and all that, man. You got to stack that money and buy that new game, dog. You gonna have to let that go, bro. Just buy that new game, man. Fuck
Yeah.
They got you.
Buy one BBL, get one free. He said Mega Cat Studios and Pico Interactive made a few NES and Super NES games a few years ago. Are those 9th gen games? Listen, I am not engaging with y'all fuckery tonight. All right, with y'all exceptions to the rules. Y'all
Can we
know
agree
what
the
y'all
PS5
doing.
library is filled with glorified PS4 games? That's all we need, BG. You can say that.
See, that's a different topic. See, there,
But that's
I would agree with
what
you.
we were saying. That's what we were saying at the beginning.
If you want to say they are glorified PS4 games, I have no problem accepting them.
That's all I was saying at the
They are
beginning.
still great games, though.
I didn't argue that.
All right. So, but I don't think that's what you were saying at first. I agree that they're PS4 games.
That's all
what
I've
he's
been
been
trying to say
saying
this
for
whole
years.
time.
I don't know if I don't think that's what he argued
saying.
that night. I don't think that's what he
all
argued.
I've been saying. It
You
is,
said no, because when we were listing PS5 games, what you were saying is they don't count. You count them as PS4 games. That's what I disagreed with.
Man, I do. You know.
I mean, are they not PS4 games?
They are on their PS. I count them
You
as
know it's
PS5
gonna be funny
games,
to see.
so.
You know it's gonna be funny to see though, especially with the PS5 Pro coming out. All these PS5 when PS6 launches and it's just gonna be the same games that was on PS5 Pro in fucking whatever crazy resolution already. I want to see niggas defend that shit. That's what's gonna really be funny. We gonna start seeing anger then. I just played.
Then we're seeing anger now.
Imagine they try to re-release that shit on the exact same architecture again and charge you. Now that's
there's not going to be
hilarious, dog.
There's not going to be anger. You see how these some of these new PlayStation fans get down.
Oh man.
LMC Figs. Oh, cool. Another 3-hour-long argument about cross-gen. Nope, we got out of there. He also said, BG looking for a Blandrew replacement, right? No, Blandrew said he's... So, I don't think Blandrew is ever going to be, like, permanent because he always got stuff going on. He's always going to be, like, in and out of the lineup. But, I did have the thought that I do think we have the perfect, overall the perfect squad, right, of members. The one thing that could never nail down, maybe that's not the right word to use, was a
Nintendo guy.
Well, also a woman, right? Because we've had the different women alternate. If we could just have that one woman permanent member,
just
along
call
the
up
way.
Red Infamy. First and only lady of weapons.
You said woman, Alex.
Well, Red got shit going on. Salute to Red. That's the only thing I kind of would have wanted, is that female voice. But Alex does, he suffices.
What the hell?
Yeah, with him, we got 2 bad bitches.
Yeah,
I might pop ass with him.
Is real competition? Freaky ass. All right, where was I? Okay, yeah. So yeah, shout out to Blandrew, whatever he's doing out there in the world, I guess. Superpower Man. BG, when it comes to tech, gens are decided by architecture. Chips. He said, okay, I just wanted to make sure he wasn't trying to trick me because he said chips, hard and soft. And then he spaced it and put where, but okay, cool. Chips, hard and software, not by year. No other tech industry does this. Look it up. Sir?
Hey, talk to him,
Sir?
Superpower, man. Talk to him, please.
Sir, I'm telling you what the rules are. I'm not about to debate with y'all.
Your rules aren't even rules. They have exceptions.
I didn't make the rules. I just go by them.
Shout out to that Super
And
Chat.
as we've asked a billion times, who made the rules?
They
You
did.
still
They
can't tell us.
They.
Who is they?
Hey,
The
they
article
who
that
they
Greg posted.
they. It's always been a rule for eternity since gaming started.
Hey, you see this comment? It say y'all don't have a PC guy. Bond done flipped to a console guy. Bond, you see this shit?
Man.
Since when? I'm on my PC right now playing Helldivers.
Tick just said that. Gamer fanatic.
Nah, but he said, yeah. Well,
Tell Tick to go win a Super Bowl and NBA champion. Win something, please.
Oh man,
he won my heart.
Dallas just been getting bent over and fucked for decades.
Damn.
Shout out to Dirk Nowitzki. He held it down.
Indeed.
Luka ain't.
No, he didn't.
They call Luka baby bird. Get the fuck out of here.
Nigga, Luka just sloppy. I hate looking at that nigga.
Clean frame. For Bond, in baseball terms, the runner has right away. If the game came out of the same dual generation, the current gen has right away.
Thank you. It's cross generational, meaning it's on the prior gen. It's not exclusive to the present new next gen.
But he's saying you're wrong though. That's what he's saying.
Nigga, did you reread what he said, please? I don't think you understood what he was saying.
In baseball terms, the runner has right away. If the game came out of the same dual generation, the current gen has right away. Wouldn't the current gen be the
current
gen?
gen, not the next gen?
The current gen, the newest gen is the current gen.
No, that would be the next gen. They call them next gen console.
I'm not doing this with
Nah,
y'all.
I think he's agreeing with BG.
I'm not. I don't know what he's agreeing with now. I ain't doing this with y'all. Y'all are fucked, man. Oh my god. Let us know who
Run
you
your
agree
hair,
with.
run your hair through your curly hair, BG. I know you stress. Go ahead.
Buy one BBL, get one free. Not gonna lie, Weapon Wheel needs DEI. Make her Blandrew's replacement. We need the
Damn.
we need the one non-black person.
Well, she already left, so did she have to go?
Yeah, she had to go to work or get ready for work, something like that. KW Fang, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Discord tournament. I'll host it. I'll be there.
BG won't be there.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
Kent Phillips, and let me put on the record. Listen, if you use God tiers, you know, the Magneto, Storm, Sentinel. Listen, I'm not. I'm not even gonna act like I'm gonna beat you. If you use, you know, any other tier, high, middle, low tiers, I can hold my own against that. But like most people, unless you also use Sentinel, Magneto, Storm, you really have no chance. So yeah, I'm not even gonna act like I can fight against those tiers. Kent Phillips, don't know the conversion, but some of those items have sold for $1,000. Devs themselves said most of the players are bots. Okay. Gustavo Gutierrez, BG game share. This Hawk Tua shit. Game share Hawk Tua with Jack.
Yo.
Spit on that thing.
He didn't actually suck my dick. What do you mean by that?
That white girl really going viral for that.
BG, give us your best Hakatua.
You know they found her in Nashville and what bar she worked at, right?
I bet she getting a lot of requests.
Yo.
Now, I have always said, I've been to Nashville a couple times. That is the cheating bachelorette capital of the fucking world. If you are getting married and your girlfriend, fiance, whatever, is going to Nashville for a bachelor party, tough luck, Doug. She gonna be cheating.
Oh man, that's the Hawk Tua capital of the world.
They don't even care out there, them white girls. They just be like, oh, it's normal. I can do this. He won't mind.
Hold on, I think somebody is trying to get me with this name. Hold on, I'm trying to read it.
You're so scared now, bro.
I'm reading it, but I can't. It doesn't sound like nothing.
Well, go ahead and say it, man.
Maybe when it leaves your lips. Go ahead.
Putin at MEDD. Putin at MEDD. Maybe that's just his name.
Are you retarded?
It is. That's what. It says. It says Putin at MEDD.
Bro, putting it in my DD.
No, but no, I'm not
Putting
giving.
it in,
putting
it's
it
not
in
anything.
the DD. No,
I'm reading it right now. I'm not getting anything from that. For real.
Yeah,
I'm not
no.
being serious.
I'm not
Bend
giving
over
him
and
that
bend
one.
over and say it slow, BG. It might make more sense.
No, I'm not giving him that one. That wasn't a
Putting
good one.
it in
'cause
DD.
No, that don't flow right, and it doesn't like directly.
Oh, he trying to say put it in me, did he?
Oh yeah, put it
what
in
he trying
me,
to say?
DD. Yeah, put it in.
Nah, this wasn't a good one. That was a reach. Nah, that wasn't a good one.
That's fun.
No,
That's a good one.
That is.
Nah. The other ones were way better. This one's kind of a reach. It's kind of a reach. I'm sorry.
BG, I think
Y'all
your
not
brain.
read. You
Yeah,
fucked
BG
up.
said beep bop. That's why you didn't make sense.
It's but he only put one T. He only put one T, so it looks like Putin. Putin it MEDD.
You should have found out when he said put in.
Bro, you
knew it was coming, and they had DD at the end.
He read it like Prometheus Bob. That's why you didn't know what the fuck
Read that
that shit was.
motherfucker like Robot Jones. nigga.
This wasn't a good one. No, I'm sorry. This wasn't a good one.
Put your head overheat, bro. You got snake coming off.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Damn.
He said one of the better WWP. Shout out to you. Nice attempt, but yeah. Shout out to you. All right, I want to hurry up and try to get out of here.
Yeah, some of us got Elden Ring to play.
Yeah, a few more things to cover. Nothing we really got to discuss long. PS5 got that full Discord integration. Bluepoint confirmed they're still working on that original game. They're not working on a remake. Where else was it? People voted Dino Crisis to be the game they want most from Capcom. Capcom held a poll. Dino Crisis won that. They'll probably still ignore it.
Yeah, that was one for like worldwide, so that won the most.
Yeah.
They did one in Japan, then one worldwide.
Yeah. Sony is ending the Sony Reward program. I wasn't sure which one this was at first, but it's the one where you go to SonyRewards.com
The
and
one,
the
one tied to their Visa card that I got. Now what the fuck? You supposed to every time you make a purchase, you get points on the website. And they getting rid of that. They haven't announced no replacements.
Yeah,
I don't know,
that's weird, especially because since it's connected to the Visa card, like usually those cards have some type of reward program.
Yep.
All right.
And the stars still ain't working.
Stars is down. They must be trying to merge. I'm gonna shoot them some bail. Maybe they trying to merge the shit fully. Give us something cool. If not, fuck you, dog. That's all I know.
PlayStation Portal got an update. Now you can connect to. There's gonna be a browser, so you can connect to public Wi-Fi now. I think.
Yeah, you couldn't do that at first.
This has officially been worth taking outside of the fucking house.
And it tells you, because I had problems with this on Astro, but you can actually see the swipes on the touchpad now, like the digital touchpad they got. You can see how you actually swiping it now.
Yeah. Okay. Sean Layden, really quick. He explained how to make games faster. Funny enough, this is all shit that I've said. So BG was right. He said this is how you make games faster to stop games from taking 5, 6, 7 years from being developed, right? Shorten the length of the games. I've said that. Games don't need to be 40 hours. They don't need to be open world. Every single one don't need to be open world. So he said shorten the length of games is number 1. 2, stop chasing photorealism. I've said that too. We don't need to see every freckle. We don't need to see the sweat on their face. Listen, I like the nice graphics, but the small shit that nobody's going to notice, bro, you don't need to spend months on that. You know what I'm saying? That's just adding to development time. The third thing he said was use some AI. Some people are against AI, but he said, listen, you want these games to come out? Use AI where you can. Those were his 3 words of advice, especially with the lengths of game. He said, I forgot what the percentage is, but the vast majority of people, as we know, because we see it, majority of people don't finish the game. So why are you making games longer if most people don't even finish them? I think it's great words of advice.
I agree with every point except 2.
So hold on. BG's full of shit right here.
No, he's not.
Because we have all said that they should do this before. And what he's saying is make games like Nintendo. And BG was vehemently against Nintendo's strategy of making games.
That's not what he said, sir.
He's pretty much saying make games more like Nintendo.
I mean, pretty much that's what it would be at the end of the day.
Yeah,
no, because
Blue Red Ocean strategy.
There's a middle ground. You don't have to be photorealistic, but you don't have to go the full route in Nintendo. You can be in the middle. That's
cartoony. Yeah.
I mean, what do you call like Metroid and Fire Emblem and things like that?
No, I think you could still have like these top of the line graphics, but like not chase every single tech trend and like try to make it look like real life.
Who wants to read? It's 2024.
BG.
Well, that's voice acting.
Aside from graphics, a lot of these newer games don't have a leg to stand on by way of creativity, fun gameplay. So that's the only thing they really standing on. Like, you see these visuals? Oh, you see that? You can go over there and all this other stuff. It ain't nothing impressive, my nigga. Like, they got to do some shit.
No, listen, this is all shit I've said. Like I said, you don't need to have the unnecessary levels of visual fidelity. Like that shit that nobody's going to notice. You can still have your great graphics without doing that and taking up more time. Without being a Nintendo game.
You are so full of shit.
Oh, God.
Like, how are you going to sit up here and lie like this, BG?
What have I lied about, sir?
Before I roast you, I'm going to give you one last chance to not lie about this bullshit.
What have I lied about?
You're saying you agree with this man. We don't need photorealism. We don't do this. Nigga, you were just talking about, I'm buying a PS5 Pro the second it comes out. I'm a console game that uses PC just to have the highest graphical fidelity. Like, come on, dog.
I want that, and I've spoken about that mainly for performance, sir. That's not for visual fidelity. That's literally what I've said. I've said that. Check the tape. Hey, viewers, check the tape.
If you wanted
when I talk about that,
if you wanted performance fidelity, you wouldn't need the latest graphics card. You would just turn the damn settings down. And you said you're not doing that.
Yeah, I want both. Bond, there's a difference between. There is a difference between. Bond is not making any. Bond is not making any sense right now. There's a difference between.
Any sense.
There is a. You're not, because there is a very difference between me wanting frame rate, good visuals, and also I don't want to see every bead of sweat drop down my character's face that took you 6 months to develop. There's a, like I said, there's a middle. That's not the same thing.
Literally just making fun of Alex today. It's like, I'm gonna upgrade my video card whenever I want to upgrade it. I'm not gonna be like Alex and blah 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 blah. Like, dog, you could just turn your settings down if performance is that big of a deal.
You're arguing completely two different things, Bond.
I mean, you could turn down the performance. He is making
exactly, but you want the latest and greatest things, and yet here you want the latest and greatest hardware. You want the best graphics card. You want the PS5 Pro. Oh, I'm getting that shit day one, and then yet here you are saying, graphics aren't really the most important thing. I've been saying we really don't need it, and yet you're gonna buy the new shit day one.
You're talking about two different things, because I want my game to look good regardless of the art style. He is talking about games don't have to look photorealistic. So I don't give a fuck if it looks like anime. I don't care if it looks like anime. I want it to look like the best version of that.
BG, but if what you were saying is true, they wouldn't have to be even making all this new hardware.
Bond, you're not making any sense, Bond. You're not making no sense. I'm sorry, you're not.
Okay.
Because the shit I upgrade when I buy a 4080, 4090, whatever, it's not because I want the absolute photorealism, which is what he is talking about. I don't buy those cards because I want to see a bead of sweat drop down somebody's face. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
You're a person that makes fun of me for not upgrading, and yet I always play my games at 60 frames or higher. You would be more of a PC gamer like me if what you're saying is true, and not a PC gamer like your former best friend.
I'm moving on because Bond is trying to Bond is trying to make here's what Bond does, right? He makes a claim that nobody said and then argues against the claim and claims you said it. I never said nothing like this.
You are a
I'm moving on.
Gamer.
Bond, you created an argument for me and then you're arguing against it. I never said nothing like this.
Gold chain gamer saying I don't really care about
People can go check the previous podcast episodes to see exactly what I've said about this. So we're moving on.
Your wallet says otherwise.
No.
Yeah.
Bond creates arguments that nobody said, claims you said it, and then argues against it. Stop arguing with yourself and saying I said it.
I agree with this guy. We don't need photorealism. We don't need this. We don't need that. Buys a 4080, a 4090, wants a PS5
Bond, you're not making
Pro
no sense. Bond, you're not making no sense. Photorealism has nothing to do with a graphics card.
Hi, BG.
I had a 4080 and 4070, 4090, all this shit. You know what type of games I was playing on PC? Games that were not photorealism. I just wanted them to look good. It had nothing to do with photorealism. Your argument is mute. You have no argument.
3080 and get the same performance as you.
You have no argument. This is about photorealism. That is what we were talking about.
Yep.
Chasing photorealism.
And then you chasing it with high-end graphics cards.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
That's not what people buy graphics cards for, to chase photorealism. That's not true. So your argument is bullshit.
This motherfucker literally will buy a PlayStation game that he's already beaten on PlayStation, Jack. He will buy the same damn game on PC just to play it at better graphical settings, even though it's the same
Jack, let me ask you something. Jack, let me ask you something. So if I buy the same game to look better, is that game still photorealistic, or could it be a different art style that's not photorealistic at all?
Hold on.
Okay, so what are we talking about? No, Bond is trying to isolate this argument to act like all games are photorealistic when most of them are not. So it doesn't matter. Bond, you're not making no sense.
Just say you want good texture.
You're not making no sense.
BG, if you're literally buying the same game that was already 60 frames per second on the PS5 on PC for better graphical settings, then how are you going to say you don't need better graphics? You're playing for performance. You're not playing for performance. You're playing to get better graphical settings on your PC. The PlayStation 5 versions already run at 60. Some of them even have higher modes.
Bond, You
that
could want
performance
Bond.
argument is mute.
Bond. You could want better visuals and not want photorealism. What are you talking about?
Better visuals will take more time than photorealism, actually.
What the
so
fuck
that would
is
even
Bond
defeat
talking
your
about?
argument even
All right,
more.
no, all right. Bond is trolling. No, Bond is trolling. Bond
Jesus
trolling.
Christ.
Bond trolling. He don't believe nothing he even saying right now. He's just arguing to argue. No, you're trolling me. You're trolling me. You're trolling me. You're trolling.
Better graphics, a more demanding game without photorealism. It doesn't have to. Photorealism doesn't necessarily have to be demanding. You are spending more money on hardware to get better graphical settings, and then at the same time saying, "Oh, we don't need better graphical settings and better graphics."
Bond, you are trolling, and you know what you're doing.
No,
you're trolling. I'm moving on.
You are just a hypocrite.
No, you are trolling.
You are just a hypocrite.
The man specifically said photorealism. That is what we were talking about. We're not talking about different art. We're not talking about different art styles looking better. We are talking about photorealism. So let's move on. Let's move on.
PlayStation games that are photorealistic games and replaying them on PC in better settings.
Let's move on. You're trolling.
Cartoon games on your PlayStation and bumping up the settings.
Oh
You're
my
already
God.
rebuying photorealistic games and
Let's move
bumping
on.
the settings up on PC.
Let's move on. Most of the games I play aren't even photorealistic. So, Bond, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
PlayStation games you play are.
Which is literally in the minority of games I play.
You're still doing.
So your point is void, Bond. What are you talking about?
How?
Because most of the games I play are not photorealistic, especially on PC.
Are you trying to make an argument?
What are you talking about? Bro, I'm talking about PC. Most of the games I play on PC are not photorealistic. Can we move on?
Why is most relevant? Are you trying to make an argument on outside exceptions?
Bond, I on your face I can see you're trolling.
Because that's
I can look at your face.
You were trying to
and
do
see
the
you're
same
trolling.
thing earlier, but now in reverse.
I really want to move. I want to go to After Dark. I don't want to spend all night giving into Bond's trolling. I'm not trying to be here all day.
I just think you shouldn't contradict yourself then.
I never did. Only you think I did because you wanted to make some argument. And I guess give the people some more give some people more entertainment. I don't know.
Hi, BG.
I'm moving on.
When you buy that Pro on day one,
yep,
we'll come back and revisit it.
We will. And guess what? Even if Astrobot looks better on that motherfucker, that game is not photorealistic, and I'm gonna be satisfied with it. So let's move on.
More intense graphics, photorealistic or not, cause higher development time, which is the overall point.
Okay. They said, oh damn, Jazzy, I don't know if you still want to talk about Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. Can you make it a minute?
Yeah, I'll try to. Pretty much, this is a re-release of the game where you could go a new route where different things happen. But here, at least from my experience, because the only other person on this podcast that's played is Bond. I think this one is a bigger improvement just from the fact that, one, they actually make the characters feel like characters and they have a place in the story instead of making one of them like a plot device.
What game are you talking about?
The new version of Shin Megami Tensei 5.
This one's actually trash. Better, don't ever bring that game up to me again. That game is a fucking abomination. I don't know how it's rating high. That game is fucking garbage. And that's saying a lot because Shin Megami Tensei 4 and Apocalypse on the 3DS were fucking phenomenal games. I could not name you one character in SMT5. I could not name you one boss. I could not name you one thing in the story. That game is probably devoid of anything viable into making characters in an RPG. And the only game I can think of close enough to that would be Xenoblade Chronicles X.
I agree with you about SMT5, but like I'm playing through this new version right now where like a different storyline. This actually develops with like actual characters and what they're actually doing. They actually,
I mean, if they improved it, good. But if they improved it, good. But the original was trash.
Oh, absolutely.
And it looked like trash, and I was wondering why it looked so good. And then I realized I was looking at the PS5 version.
Yeah, because it's multiplayer across the board.
So yeah, if they made the game better, good, but that original game was trash. And we waited forever because that game was like unveiled as a Switch launch game, and that shit was trash.
Okay. Go ahead, Jazzy. You can finish.
Oh, also, before you even move on, if any fucking developer of an RPG makes another damn game where if your main character dies, the entire party loses, I'm going to lose my shit. That is the worst gameplay mechanic in RPGs.
Yeah, that is annoying.
I think that's an issue.
Hate it. Yeah,
I
it's a
don't think that's
huge
an
issue.
issue.
Your
How?
anybody dies, you can revive them. Your main character dies, the party just all of a sudden is useless and dies and can't revive you. That's
Well,
so
then
dumb.
just don't die then.
Oh yeah, just avoid one-shot kills and death spells and everything.
But this is
one
not the
lucky
first
blows,
game
he
in the
dies.
series to do that.
And I'm saying it's a stupid dating mechanic that needs to be taken out of games. It's dumb. If any other character dies, you can revive them. If your main character gets knocked out, you should be able to revive them. I refuse to believe that all my sub-characters and my characters just become retarded idiots that don't know what a revive is the second the main character dies.
I mean,
Sorry.
I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind if they go away because they already did it with SMT4.
Yeah, Persona does it too, and it's freaking annoying.
Should I go to the next
As long as
topic?
for plot reasons. Yeah, might as well.
Got me angry bringing up that dog shit ass game.
People in the chat don't care about this game, so move on, BG.
All right. Next, they said the next Uncharted movie is in development. Let's see. We talked about that. They're scaling back.
An Uncharted 2 movie?
Yeah.
That's crazy. We're getting an Uncharted 2 movie before a Factions 2 game.
Man. Tell me about it.
This Bond brings up Factions more than me. I think you waiting on it.
No, the funny thing is Sony is bringing out more TV shows and movies and exclusive games to PlayStation 5.
Okay.
He's spitting right now.
I don't see how y'all guys think that's not a problem.
It's not true quantity wise, but
it kind of is.
I get the sentiment, but it's
the crazy thing is the only reason why people find the PlayStation 5 somewhat acceptable and a decent console is because the Xbox Series X is just that trash.
Okay.
If the Xbox was anything of an average to decent console, Sony would be in trouble or people would be more pissed off. But because there's really no competition in the realm of what PlayStation is doing, people just give them a pass.
Yep.
Yeah, people want to specify that it's not technically Uncharted 2. It's not, because technically the first Uncharted movie was before the first Uncharted movie. But y'all get what we saying.
They pushed shit from all three movies, all four
Yeah.
movies in Uncharted movie, and then the ending was like an Easter egg to the first story. It was weird the way they did it, bro.
So it's not 1-to-1, but y'all get what we're saying. It's still Uncharted 2 technically. What else is there? What's this site called? Android Central said PlayStation might be scaling back production of the PSVR 2. I think we got a report of that earlier this year.
Now, Alex, why would they be scaling back the production of a VR?
He's not even here.
Oh yeah, he's not here. The last thing is, just the few games. Maybe this means something, maybe it don't. Just the ones that are skipping Xbox, and there's been a whole bunch of conspiracy theorists, of why these games are skipping Xbox, like Marvel vs. Capcom, Monster Hunter ST, the Mega Man Battle Network, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, Octopath Traveler 2, the Baldur's Gate 3 situation, and went to it late. And the last thing was Black Myth Wukong. I think we did talk about it the last time we were here. They said it's going to Xbox late. Some people believe that, there was a slimy, sneaky subterfuge, PlayStation under the table deal that happened between PlayStation and the Black Myth Wukong studio. They said that it's because of optimization issues with the Xbox console, but some choose to believe that it's because of PlayStation. Look, either this is the way I see it. I think either way, it's Xbox's fault, right? Whether it's a optimization issue, if it's an optimization issue, is Xbox's fault, because they're not the only studio to say that they've had those issues, mainly because of the Series S. If it's because PlayStation cut this, this mystery deal that some people want to believe they did, that they cut a deal at the last second. My thing is, I don't think PlayStation would hide that. I think PlayStation is the type to be like, yeah, motherfucker, we did that. We signed that shit. Yeah, guilty as charged. I don't think they're ashamed of nothing they do. So I don't think it would be hidden. Also, if they did cut some type of deal last second under the table, whatever the fuck happened, they're able to do that type of shit because of Microsoft and how they handle the Xbox as a console. They tell people not to buy the console. They tell people not to buy software. That gives PlayStation leverage to run wild and do whatever the fuck they want because they have all the leverage in the world. And these companies, developers, run the numbers. They see that the numbers on Xbox are low, and
I literally just said that.
And they see shit sells on PlayStation and other platforms, so they think they can just omit Xbox. So either way, it's the Xbox's fault. Either way you look at it.
Smooth, you heard this shit, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, was there an echo in here, Jack? I thought I just said all that.
Thank you, Bon.
Yeah, so this is different from the whole the Capcom retro shit. Like the Wukong thing, my thing is they've given us this release date, I think at the Game Awards, right? When we learned it was coming out in August, and when they gave the release date, they named it for all platforms: Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Then we get this update during the Summer's Game Fest. My thing is, when you're developing games, and I'm no game developer, but when you're developing games, you kind of know when you're having a problem. So my thing is, what the hell difference of like 6 months make? So you telling me back then when you announced the release date, you didn't know you were having issues with the Xbox version, if that's the case? And then the reason why at first it was like, all right, whatever, some of these developers coming out, this is their first game, whatever. It is what it is, right? Then Windows Central get an answer from Microsoft, and based off what Jez said, because he said this was unprompted, he said that unpromptedly, meaning he didn't ask them about marketing, if this was like a marketing deal or something like that. But part of their answer of like regarding Wukong is like they're working with Game Science and they look forward to launching on Xbox Series X and S. They can't comment on deals that their partners have with other platform holders. Like, why would you put that into the your answer if that had nothing to do? We only wanted to know why isn't it launching on Xbox the same day as launching on PC and PlayStation when just 5 months ago that's what it was supposed to. So that's why it says, okay, well, maybe there was a deal in place. The reason why I don't put it past Sony, because there was this game called Project Eve announced long ago for PS4 and Xbox One. And that game turned out to be Stellar Blade, and it became a PlayStation exclusive. So this is the first time PlayStation has taken a game that was announced or revealed as a multi-plat and, came in and either got some sort of exclusivity out of it, whether it be timed or permanent. And so the thing is that with Black Myth, whatever, it's good. The game's going to sell on PlayStation, the game's going to sell on PC. But if it's the reason why I don't expect this whole Xbox Series S optimization thing, because then I have to go back to Baldur's Gate 3. When we found out Baldur's Gate 3 was coming to consoles, at the same time, we knew that the day we knew it was coming to consoles was the day we knew it wasn't coming to Xbox Series X and S the same day. It was up front. It was right there. It wasn't like just, and then like they bait and switch. They let us know right away. As soon as the game was announced it's coming to a console, right, at the PlayStation Showcase, or whatever it was, they announced that it's not going to be able to launch on the Series consoles because of they can't get the mode, whatever it was, a split screen or whatever on the Series S. And guess what? Xbox didn't deny that. They stepped in, they worked with them, and they dropped that whatever parity thing so the game could release. They didn't have to do that with a game. Black Myth, at the end of the day, it has potential, but it's not bigger than Baldur's Gate. It ain't no Grand Theft Auto to the point where they need to come out and like lie about it or make an excuse for it. You know what I mean? They could just work with them behind the scenes.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
When Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, how come it didn't? What did it come out on?
Redemption 2 or 1?
2.
It came out on
launch.
Launched on Xbox and PlayStation.
Didn't come out on PC, right?
No.
And we saw a lot of games in that era come out on console before PC, right?
Yeah.
So it's stand to believe that the market changed and PC became more prominent in the market and Xbox became less prominent in the market. It would stand to believe that instead of PC, Xbox, then PC, we could see PlayStation PC and then Xbox, right?
Yeah.
So then what's the problem?
The
That's what
problem
we're
is
seeing
it
right
doesn't
now.
make if you're gonna prioritize PlayStation and PC at that point, what effort is there to put it on Xbox at that point? Really, what
I
the
mean,
way
we could have said the same. We could have said the same thing when games came out on Xbox and PlayStation. What effort would it be to put on a PC?
The thing, the problem is, it's just like it's really BS, and it's this type of BS is why I don't support games or support developers because they scumbags too. Like I don't care.
Look, you're not saying anything different than what the PC guys used to say when the ports would come to the PC later. It's the same difference. The PC guys would be upset. Oh, I'm not supporting your game. The game should be here day one. There's no reason it's not. So again, I'm asking, what is the difference between PC guys then and Xbox guys now?
I don't know if there's any difference, but the thing is that to me, I look at Xbox as still a console, and it needs to be prioritized regardless of sales.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
It's nothing is regardless of sales, man.
Regardless of sales, it's a platform. It's a viable platform.
Maybe you can make that claim.
If you have a platform and you got more than 10 million fucking units out there, you're a viable platform, bro.
You can make that claim that regardless of sales, that Microsoft has to support it. If you third party, I don't got to do shit for your platform if I don't like them numbers over there. I'm not obligated to.
If you're what is this, an indie developer, this is their first game, making risk, and you this is why certain games flop when they do come. It's like
if they die, they die.
Yeah, like my thing is, this is what I'm gonna say to the audience, right? This is what I'm gonna say to everybody watching. Don't let FOMO scare you with Black Myth Wukong. It's gonna be another knockoff Souls games. There's about 80 of them bad boys on the Xbox store that you can buy today. And watch they all go on sale and then within the next couple months. There's a whole ton of Souls-like games that if you've never heard of, never touched, they're visually pleasing. They all run at 60 FPS that you can buy literally today on Xbox and PlayStation. I will give it. Black Myth does look good. I think it's a UE5. It's an interesting concept, but I'll wait for that shit. If anything, I'll wait.
See, I don't think it's the only reason I don't think it's no hidden. If it's one thing PlayStation, Sony need right now, bro, is games promoted exclusively coming to their console. If they had some type of deal with Black Myth, brother, we would have heard about it. We would have seen the commercial, play first on play or play on PlayStation, whatever the fuck they do at the end of it. They ain't got no deal, bro. They would have been promoting that shit, dog.
That's what I believe. PlayStation ain't shy. They would have been the first ones to tell you, yep, we did that shit. And like I said, even if they didn't, even if they did some scumbag shit, it is Xbox's fault. It is Microsoft's fault.
I agree with you on that.
They only can get away with it with any fuck shit because there is a lane, and that lane is software sales. The lane is software sales and hardware sales, and Microsoft said we are giving up that lane to let Sony run amok and dominate. And when you give up that lane, you are giving up any power and leverage and negotiating power that you have with third parties. Because I bet you, let's say Nintendo was a platform that Black Myth Wukong could run on. I bet you that Sony can't get this shit over on Nintendo. They ain't gonna look at them numbers. They ain't gonna look at them numbers on Nintendo and be like, oh yeah, we gonna skip that and take PlayStation money. No, they're gonna be like, nah, we putting that shit there. But they can look at them Xbox numbers of like 30 million or something. Let's say there's 30 million and they're used to Game Pass and they not buying shit anyway. We'd be all right. So that's why I think it's Microsoft's and Xbox fault anyway. It's you let somebody come in your house and put their feet up on your sofa and they moved in and just running shit. No opposition. That's what they allowed Sony to do. Just run amok. So I
Overall,
blame
I
them.
agree. It is at the end of the day, it's still Xbox fault of all this. Even the little Capcom and the retro games not coming because I think a lot of these retro games are just like PS4 games, right? If Xbox One was a viable console, they would have been putting out games for the Xbox One because they don't even have to release it on a series. They could just put it on Xbox One and we could play it that way. But this is all comes back to Xbox not being aggressive, not being not marketing their console, not trying to sell their consoles, not taking their console seriously, and being confused in the game, and it puts us in situations like this. But again, like I'm not going to sit there and beg for these games to come. You know, for the small minority of people that want to reinvest into those games, go ahead and do it. I'm not going to sit there and cry about games that, because think about it, if these games were announced as regular, like they're coming to everything, none of them will be a discussion. There will be no excitement. There's only a discussion because Xbox is omitted.
Marvel will definitely be an excitement regardless.
It is crazy. This arbitrary hype that gets injected in some of these fucking games. And it wouldn't have changed the trajectory. So you think these games are going to just come out and be some just random number one sellers?
Marvel is going to be a big fucking deal when it comes out.
How many fucking Marvel versus Capcom games came out since two? There's 2 of them shits on Xbox right now.
Now we're talking about this specific compilation because of being delisted and how much we're asking for this collection of games to come on modern platforms.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is actually more popular than the Marvel games that came out after it. It's like they look at this game like it is
it's the holy grail of not just fighting games but Marvel games.
Exactly. It's literally the holy grail. So it's a little bit different. So before this, you either had to have because they had an arcade cabinet with it, which cost like $700 or some shit. So you either had to have that or a PS3 to play it, or one of those other retro consoles with it on. So I'm just saying it's a big deal. And I think Marvel specifically is a big deal. These other games, maybe not so much that they're coming late or not coming at all to Xbox. I think the bigger deal is what it means for the future. Because what if it's a sign that if a Marvel 4 is announced, what if they decide to skip Xbox then? That's a problem. That's when you got to be worried.
They put out 3 and they put out Infinite on Xbox. Like, I don't know. It like, I don't understand like publishers. Maybe we're in a universe where publishers just want one primary like console platform, and those publishers suck ass.
No, Smooth. They just want to make money, and Xbox don't make. They want to make money, and Xbox don't make money. Sorry, that's the truth.
It's not like they're. It's not like they only want to put on. It's not like they only want to put on one console because it's actually coming to both PlayStation and Nintendo
and PC
and Steam.
Yeah,
and it's never been on Steam. If I remember.
No, it never has.
I still got my games, BG, MVC 1 and 2. Yo, there's
that one's backwards compatible. If it's backwards compatible,
doesn't that also make those are real valuable? Doesn't this like devalue those?
I was thinking are they irrelevant now? Well, the Xbox version isn't like the best version. It's the Dreamcast version is like the best version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I want to do these weapon wheel trivia questions real quick so we can get the hell out of here. Earl Walker, on the Elden Rings DLC, guess how many times Gamer2323 died fighting the Dancing Lion? A, 50 times, B, 100, C, 183, or... Oh, there's no D. Okay. How many times did he die?
We'll say B.
50, 100, 183.
183 is so specific. I'm going to go with that.
Nah, that's too much, dog.
Not really.
I'm going to go with B.
There's no D?
I feel like it's 50.
There is no D.
They D for me.
He said
I do have a question about this game real quick. You know how it doesn't matter what level you're at, your weapon attacks don't do anything unless like you start getting the seeds and stuff, right?
Yeah.
How does magic scale on that? Is magic just as effective as it's always been if you're good with magic, or?
No idea. It seems like an overall buff when you use it. I guess. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't throw firecrackers. I fight like a man.
But he said it's C 183 times. I need to know, is he using Mimic? Is he using Mimic summons or not? Because if you die, there's no way you died 183 times using Mimic summons. That's not possible. He must be doing it dolo.
That was a very specific number though. That's why I went with that one.
Yeah. Knick-knack. Sorry if I'm repeating myself here, but around Tuesday, one of my most anticipated games is releasing, which is a little title called Until Then. Not to be confused with Until Dawn. I'm going to be submitting gameplay for it under the title Knick-knack Plays Until Then. So
what was the answer?
It was C, 183.
Jesus.
So since I've been subbed to you for a while, can you do me a big favor and use my gameplay next week? Trying my best to see this game do well, considering how important it is for my people. Yes, I will use it. Send it to me before Sunday, and I will assure you I'll throw it in there.
His people. What do you mean, fuck niggas?
I don't know what he means by his people, but I respect whoever his people are.
Shout out to Knick-knack, man. Shout out to Knick-knack. Yeah, whoever your people are. Salute, brother.
Weapon Wheel Zookeeper. Jack, don't you find it interesting how the same individuals who clowned you for saying Sony is devaluing the console market are saying the same thing about Microsoft putting their games on PlayStation? That PC glazing is a motherfucker, ain't it?
Hey, man, I'm just glad certain people listen and certain people are, can comprehend what's going on. Thank you, brother. That comment meant a lot to me.
And you notice how people criticize Jack and Wonton of like how many first-party games not knowing what's coming out and the output of PS5 games earlier this year, but now since that state of play, they're like, "Oh, where's the first-party games? You hyped for Astrobot and Concord? What else you got, Sony?"
The only argument I would make about that is the PlayStation is still selling just as much as the PS4, even though they're putting their games on PC. So
that's true.
We
haven't seen the full ramifications of it yet, but it ain't getting no better.
we haven't, see it ain't getting no better. Like Xbox's choices have actually resulted in people buying the console less. PlayStation's decisions haven't.
Yeah, but they like 8 years deep with the shit. What we is 2, 3, 3, 4, like.
Yeah.
And now we got the Switch, Jack, just like Xbox.
Weapon Wheel trivia. Okay, there's 2 of them. Knick-knack. In about 2 days, it's going to be the birthday of a booty short wearing, Listerine loving former host of that other podcast BG did, and of course I'm talking about Kofi. To celebrate, let's see how well you know him from this bit of trivia. Back in the day when his podcast Off the Record was still a thing, I asked him and company who their favorite Overwatch hero and League of Legends champion were. Who did Kofi say was his favorite character from those games? His favorite Overwatch hero is Genji, but he doesn't have a favorite League of Legends champion. B, he doesn't have a favorite Overwatch hero, but his favorite LOL champion is V. C, his favorite Overwatch hero is Genji, and his favorite LOL champion is V. Or D, he doesn't have favorite characters from both games. By saying, I quote, "My nigga, I haven't played none of those games." I'm gonna go with D. I'm gonna go with D.
I'm gonna go A.
I feel like A it is too, but damn.
I know he don't play League of Legends, but I'm gonna go A.
Damn, A seems all right. I'm gonna go D.
The answer is, when I first asked the question, he reacted to saying, "My nigga, I haven't played none of those games." However, as the conversation continued, he ended up saying he liked Genji from Overwatch. Don't know who his favorite LOL champion is though. Okay, I don't know.
So it is A?
It's he said both. He said D and then he said A.
All right, cool.
I don't know if this might be an old trivia question from last week that he's resubmitting. I'm not sure. So either last week was Kofi's birthday or this coming week is Kofi's birthday. Either way, happy birthday. He called him
last week.
He called him a booty short wearing Listerine lover. This is crazy.
I think Kofi fucked the Listerine bottle one time. I could be tripping. Oh, I can't remember, bro.
Wow.
It was some wild podcast back in the day, my nigga. I don't.
That burn. That would burn.
Yeah, it would.
Hey, he might have cleaned that motherfucker out, or he might like his shit a little spicy. Who knows?
All right. Mafia Quad in Marvel vs. Capcom series, which of the following characters made their first appearance in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes? Is it Spider-Man, Iron Man, Jill Valentine, Ryu?
Jill.
I know this. Yep, it's Jill.
Yeah, Jill, because of course,
Yeah. Yep, answer's Jill. All right, it's time for us to get out of here. Shout out to Bond for adding an hour to the podcast. This is all your fault. Just want to say that with your bullshit. No. It's all your fault. All right.
Damn.
That's Bond. That's Smooth. I'm BG. That's Jack. And that's
podcast, by the way, BG.
And that's Jazzy. Great podcast. It's hot as hell. My electric bill is gonna be so fucked, bro. We've been having to run these ACs all day. It's hot as hell. It's like 90. It's gonna be 95 and some other days this week. I can only imagine niggas who live in like Texas and where's Blanche you live again? That hot ass desert?
Arizona.
Oh my God, them niggas gonna be dying.
How hot is it? It's 90 degrees here right now. What was it? Where you at?
Well, at peak it was like 94 today, I think. Yeah.
It's 90 on my shit.
It's hell. Oh yeah, and the NBA finals are over. Oh my God, what are the most boring finals I've ever seen in my life. It didn't even seem like it happened.
Man.
It's like this was so unexciting.
I missed the closeout game. I looked on Twitter and saw them holding the trophy. Like, oh, it's over.
That's what I was worried about, man. The Mavericks, all the Mavericks' weaknesses was the Celtics' strengths. So I'm like, yeah, if it played that way, it's not gonna be close, bro.
You know what the mistake I made though, bro? I told my my coworker, I was like, because he wanted to pick Kyrie Irving to be like the Finals MVP. I was like, no, that's not a good bet because I don't think Dallas gonna win. I was like, a really good bet is Jaylen Brown. Pick Jaylen Brown as the MVP. And now I would have made the bet myself, but I already lost a couple bets to Bond. But I ended up being right. When I need to stick to my sports bets because my sports bets.
Damn, bro, you ain't do it.
No, I didn't do it. I'm still hurting for it because I knew it was gonna happen. But
yeah,
they say you still got some super chats, BG.
There's no current. Speaking of bets, there's no current bets you have to pay off, is there? Hellboy 2 was canceled out by Perfect Dark, and Gears was annulled, right? Right, Smooth? Yeah, there's nothing on the table.
Okay. Clean Frame. I agree with BG, by the way. Okay. Clout Fiend. What's that Kid Smooth song where he said, can I get that ass right now? Now?
Ain't that the name of the song?
It's called Do You Wanna, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, Do You Wanna. I got that song saved, bro. When I first saw that video, bro, I could not stop laughing, bro. I had to save that shit. I think I got it on my computer somewhere, bro.
Metro Knight. Smooth. Don't you have a PS5? Why not play it there?
Oh, Wukong?
It's the principle.
It's the principle. Yeah,
that good old principle. War Machine Guy. Quick rant. It's crazy how Capcom brings classic old games to modern day platforms while Namco doesn't respect to bring old Tekken games to PS5 and other platforms. Hell, there's not even an Arcade 1 up yet.
They've only done like Tekken 2 and like the PSP version of Tekken 6, but they could probably do it down the line.
All right. That's it. Shout out to PrizePicks, our sponsors. We're going to hear a word from them, and then y'all won't see us no more. We're gone. Peace. We'll catch y'all next week. Weapon Wheel Podcast is sponsored by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is sports daily fantasy made easy. It's just you against the numbers. Players predict more or less stats between 2 and 6 players of their choice from any sports league they want. The more picks you correctly predict, the more money you can win. The minimum entry amount is $5, and you'll be able to see how much your lineup of choices would pay out if you win. Use the link in the description and promo code WEAPON to sign up for.
No. Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hell. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro King got me, see that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond, aim in a scope and all black panel, you can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait, then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty of fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pod that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pod that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon World Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smooth, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, I mean. Blandrew, I mean, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.